news. I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Second of all, it's all right to start with a little bit of a dance if you need to. It's a Tuesday. We love it, and we are celebrating the remarkable woman in our lives.
Stop
and you
it.
are remarkable, my
I'll
friend.
take it.
How nice was it to start Women's Day this week, or Women's Month this week, with
Yesterday.
the powerhouse lineup that we've had?
It was incredible. We learned about self-defense. We learned about cooking, all the good things that you need to survive in life, of course. And today we take it from the lab to the clinic. Professor Liesl Zulker joins us to share how her pioneering work in children's heart health has actually earned her one of the world's highest honors for women in science. More women in STEM too.
Please. But they've been there, just not getting the recognition they deserve, I think. But that's not the case this morning. Then we spotlight Dr. Etty Barsky and Michelle Cronson as they unpack the hormonal changes that begin long before menopause and explain why understanding your body is the first step to taking control. I think the medical world, the scientific world, is understanding that we've had a few things wrong for the last few decades, and it's time for women to listen up and take control of your physical journey when it's most important.
That's right. Okay, well, speaking about phenomenal women, you're allowed to, Gray. Right now, we, of course, want to check in with who else is here. But before we do that, I just want to acknowledge something really important, Graham.
Yes.
Your haircut.
Oh,
it looks incredible. Doesn't he look good? He looks so fantastic this morning.
I had such a dramatic response to my white knees on the show yesterday. I decided we needed another talking point. So I might or might not do the weather in my shorts today, and yes, the shortest of shorts, because it's a new season. And on that note, someone might need a little bit of help getting dressed this morning, okay? We do need your support, so we're going to delve into the fashion basket because a new season is coming, so we're excited about that. But we are so excited to see this gorgeous face again.
Yes!
Good morning, my friend. What's happening in Jersey, Zan?
Welcome back.
Good morning, beautiful humans, and good morning, Zanzi. As you can tell, we are so excited that you are in the building because it's a whole beautiful Tuesday where you decided to choose us. And my friend, this Women's Month, we're celebrating women who are breaking barriers, okay? 17-year-old Chloe Stewart joins us after making history as the youngest ever Formula V champion. And I am so excited. This is in the female category, of course. And she's the first woman in more than 50 years to win the title. Do you see these beautiful things that we are seeing from our young people? The future is so bright. And finally, we also get to celebrate another youngster who's doing the most. SARVA-nominated singer-songwriter Lucille Slade is here to reflect on her musical journey. Her acclaimed EP resurfaced as well, and what this exciting career milestone means for her. I love it. I love that we get to celebrate ladies. I love that we get to do it together and that we get to kick off Women's Month in the best way possible. I'm going to need you to stick around because the menu is looking delicious, scrumptious, amazing. But before we get to it, let's make sure that you're up to date with everything happening in the world. My gorgeous Carissa, thank you for giving us the news headlines.
Well, thank you, beautiful Zanele. Let me do my country duty right now and get straight into your national news headlines with a few moments after 6, where Cape Town Mayor Jordan Hill-Lewis has formally declared an intergovernmental dispute with acting Police Minister Feroz Kachalia, and that's over the devolution of policing powers. Now, announcing the move in Bishop Lavis yesterday, Hill-Lewis said repeated engagements with successive police ministers have failed to deliver meaningful progress. He argues Metro Police need investigative powers, and that's to help tackle violent crime more effectively. Now, the mayor says the recently tabled South African Police Service Amendment Bill does not include the legislative changes needed to give Metropolitan Police those powers. In other national news, motorists will pay less for petrol from tomorrow, while diesel users face a sharp increase. Now, the Department of Mineral and Petroleum Resources has announced that petrol will drop by 52 cents a litre, but diesel will rise by between R1.23 and R1.38 a litre. Now, illuminating paraffin will increase by 2.3 cents, while the maximum retail price of LP gas will decrease. The department says lower global crude oil prices reduced petrol costs, but diesel prices climbed because of supply shortages, and that's linked to the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Let's take a look at your international news-making headlines now, with Uganda that has unveiled a statue of Yonatan Netanyahu, the late oldest brother of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who was the only Israeli soldier killed during the Entebbe hostage rescue mission 50 years ago. Now, the monument stands outside the former airport terminal, where Israeli forces rescued more than 100 hostages after an Air France plane was hijacked and diverted to Uganda. Now, Uganda's army says the memorial honors Yonatan Netanyahu's courage and reflects the close relationship between the two countries forged in the aftermath of the operation. Now, in other news, FIFA President Gianni Infantino is facing mounting pressure after his plan to sell a stake in the World Cup was abandoned following strong opposition. The proposal aimed to raise more than $4 billion from private investors by selling part of a new entity overseeing FIFA competitions. Now, Wales has withdrawn support for Infantino's re-election bid, while England's Football Association is expected to follow. UEFA and the governing body for soccer in North America, Central America and the Caribbean have also expressed a loss of confidence, increasing scrutiny of his leadership. Well, let's bring it back home as we end off your first bit of news with South Africa's brightest young spellers that have returned from Shanghai with plenty to celebrate after finishing fourth at the inaugural World Spelling Bee Championships. Now, the team ranked behind the only United States, China and India, making South Africa the highest placed African nation in that competition. The impressive results has been hailed as a triumph for literacy, education and the potential of young South Africans. Now, learners say the experience strengthened both their confidence and their pride in representing the country. The Department of Basic Education believes the achievement proves that with talent, dedication and just the right support, South African learners can compete with and even inspire the very best in the world. Well, congratulations to all our boys and girls that made it that far. That is where we leave your 6 o'clock news. Let's get the latest in sports. Graham is standing by.
Thank you so much, my friend. Let's start with our African connection, and it's been an incredible tournament so far. Let's focus on WAFCON. And Morocco and Algeria have both progressed to the quarterfinals of the Women's African Cup of Nations. So Morocco finished top of their Group A after a goalless draw with Senegal, while Algeria, they secured second place in the group with a 2-0 victory over Kenya. The big one for us tonight, South Africa face Burkina Faso in their final Group B match. Banyana needing a victory to reach the knockout stage, but we know they've got it in them. Good luck, ladies. Now let's stay with footballing news as the Premier Soccer League has now confirmed this weekend's MTN 8 quarter-final fixtures. So the reigning champs, Orlando Pirates, begin their title defence up against Durban City FC. Then Mamelodi Sundowns welcome Polokwane City to the Lucas Moripe Stadium, while Kaizer Chiefs, they take on old foes, Golden Arrows. Some beautiful matchups. Good luck to the fans. Now let's get back into the tennising lane. The 2021 US Open champion Emma Raducanu has now withdrawn from this year's tournament after suffering a stress fracture in her right leg. So the Briton also missed Wimbledon because of the injury and will now focus on her recovery before returning to competition. The 2026 US Open begins on the 30th of August, so that clock is ticking. Now we can get back onto two wheels and two fast wheels as Norway's Sigrid Hogseth won stage 3 of the Tour de France Femmes to take the overall race lead. So the Uno X-Mobility rider, she held off Belgium's 2-time world champion Lotte Kopecky over that 156.5-kilometer stage to be exact. And that took us from Geneva to Poligny. And Hogseth now leads the general classification by just 2 minutes and 2 seconds. And that's ahead of Mauritius's Kim Lecourt. So we will, as always, watch that space. But that's where we leave our sport for now. Let's see how the weather is treating us today. Let's start up north, as we always do. Polokwane, good morning to you. Let's see how the day is going to treat you. Well, sunny skies are going to take over your Tuesday today, thankfully, and the temperatures reflect that. We start at a chilly 4 degrees, rise to a beautiful 24 as your daytime high. And then casting our gaze ahead, sunny skies continue to dominate. Tomorrow's daytime high as much as today's, with a cold start at 5 degrees. But look at that run into the weekend. Beautiful. Klerksdorp, our next stop, and token over your skies, sunny conditions throughout your day. Your temperatures are going to range between a chilly 2 degrees to set at 23 today. And then looking into the week, temperatures peak at 26 degrees, both Thursday and Friday. Tomorrow settling at around 24, but looking like a good week overall. Pretoria, good morning to you. Blue skies and sunshine are going to make for a very pleasant day ahead. Those temperatures are driving that point home. 7 degrees is where you start, and we settle at 23 as our max. And then sunful days are here to stay. Your daytime highs around 23 degrees tomorrow, peaking at 25 as we move towards the weekend. Josie, good morning to you. You've got clear skies and sunshine on the cards today. Your temperature range between a chilly 6 degrees, setting at 20 as your daytime high. Then as we look ahead, sunny skies defining the days ahead. Your daytime high setting at 21 degrees, climbing a little as we move towards the weekend as well. Mbombela, you are our next stop, and your forecast calls for sunny skies. Your temperatures climbing from a low of 8 degrees, setting at 24. And then over the next 2 days, those temperatures remaining much the same under sunny skies, maxing at 27 degrees, in fact, albeit with a slightly chilly start. Bloemfontein, you've got a beautiful sunny day lying ahead of you today. Your temperatures sitting between a very cold 1 degree, but they rise to 21 as your daytime high. And then expect sunny skies to continue on as we head into the days ahead. Pleasantly warm temperatures reaching those mid-20s throughout. Richards Bay is where we find ourselves next, and you've got a sunny day ahead, albeit with a light northeasterly wind as well. Temperatures ranging between 16 and 24 for a very moderate day. Then sunny skies taking center stage in the coming days. Cloudy and humid conditions expected from Friday, though, going into the weekend. Durbs, you're looking and feeling like the playground that you are today. Sunny conditions taking over your day. 13 and 23 degrees, your temperature range for your Tuesday. And sunny skies are going to define the coming days as well, with tomorrow's temps ranging between a low of 14 and a high of 24. Looks even better as we move towards the end of the week and broach the weekend. Tata, good morning to you. Sunshine dominating the forecast across your region today. Temperatures ranging from a nippy 6 degrees, settling at a balmy 26. And then over the coming days, mostly sunny conditions sticking around. And they do turn cloudy by Friday. Your daytime highs settling at 27 degrees tomorrow for a beautiful day. Nguba, skies are going to remain sunny for much of your day, and those temperatures moving between a very chilly 4 degree start, setting at a beautiful 25 degree high. And then tomorrow and Wednesday usher in, or Thursday, those sun-filled skies with lingering clouds, daytime highs peaking at 26 degrees, in fact, albeit with that chilly start at around 5-6 degrees. Kokompo City, good morning to you. Sunny skies are going to greet you this Tuesday morning. Embrace it. Likewise, your temperature range starting at a moderate 12 degrees, setting at a beautiful 25, and we're going to stay there for the next couple of days before the cloudy skies start to kick in, and a little bit of rain starting to make a landfall at around Friday. Gqeberha, you're up next, and the week kicks off under mostly sunny skies and a beautiful day ahead. Your low of 11 will give way to a daytime high of 28 degrees today. And tomorrow, those sunny skies are going to turn a little bit cloudier, the day progressing with temperatures moving between 12, setting at 26 degrees. George, you've got partly cloudy skies defining your day today. Temperature range, beautiful. A cool 13 degrees is where you kick off, setting at 27 as your high. Partly cloudy skies are then going to take over for the rest of the week. Rain forecast averaging around 41% once we look at the total. And then Cape Town, the mother city, our next stop, and morning clouds are going to give way to a sun-filled afternoon. Some mist out there on the roads to be aware of as well. Temperature sitting between a cool 11 degrees, setting at only 19 because of that cloudy sky above. And those skies are going to persist into the coming days. And that ramps up to a 25% chance of rain tomorrow. And that increases dramatically by Thursday. Southies, our next stop. Sutherland, good morning to you. Your region can look forward to partly cloudy skies today and a moderate temperature range taking us from 5 degrees up to a daytime high of 19. And then tomorrow ushers in sunny skies with temperatures between 2 and 19 degrees, while the rest of the week remains partly cloudy. Kimberley, you've got a beautiful day ahead. Skies are set to remain sunny throughout, and your temperatures leave a cold, chilly 4 degrees start behind to peak at 23 degrees today. And then sunny skies are going to stick around. Your daytime highs, in fact, climbing from 26 tomorrow up to 27 by Thursday. Then up is our final stop, as always, in our whistle stop tour, and your Tuesday will be filled with long sunny spells, so embrace that. Likewise, your temperatures today, 6 degrees is where we jump off before climbing to 26, and it looks even better tomorrow. Bright sunny days ahead, those dry conditions sticking around in the temps, hitting the upper 20s. And you can see the broader weather patterns across our gorgeous land, that cloud cover coming in to a degree, but where you got the sunshine, embrace it and snap a pic if you can, like Attila did. Attila Ndlovu from Gqeberha sent in a beautiful sunrise picture, and we love it. This is how you start your day, but you've got to send us a proof of life, and you're going to be looking forward to 24 degrees in your neck of the woods, and we'll continue to bring you beautiful sunrise pictures. Oh, look at that. That is a city that is just yawning, trying to wake up. I love it. Attila, thank you so much for sharing your view with us this morning. If you think you can capture more of that morning energy, prove it. WhatsApp us on 063 036 9649. We'd love to see how you wake up. Right now, though, we need your help. Some very important decisions need to be made.
Well, I will hold off on the fashion poll for just a second, but maybe you'll get a sneak peek as you head over to our social media. We are going blues, bringing on summer as well as spring just a little bit quicker. But before we get into choosing option 1 or option 2, I do have a question for you, Mzansi, and it's all around our beautiful Good Morning post, asking you specifically as a woman, if there was a piece of advice that you would leave on a sticky note for all the other women in the world out there, what exactly would you say, or what exactly would yours say to pass it on from girl to girl, from young girl into older woman that has all the wisdom in the world? Mine would be somewhere around, don't wait for permission, all right? Don't sit in the sidelines trying to ask for, can I, will I? Just step out in your boldness that you are born with innately within you, and make sure that you own your space. So let us know what yours would say on our WhatsApp line. You can message us 063 036 9649. Otherwise, you can send a message at Expresso Show. Drop a comment and let us know exactly. We hand you a sticky note. What exactly are you writing down? We'll see you straight after this short ad break. We're giving it to you to get some coffee, and then we'll see you right after. It's my feel-good breakfast show. I told you the quickest break to update your coffee, and then you're right back on your Feel Good Breakfast show. And now that you've had a sip and revitalized the insides, I need you to help me make a really important decision, Mzansi. As we know, spring is officially a month away, and summer clothing, it's making its way in stores slowly but surely. So today is Tuesday, and I really need your help choosing between two gorgeous dresses that are so perfect for every single occasion. You could dress it up or down. Today, we're dressing it up just a little bit. So let's get straight into option one, and that's this one over here. A gorgeous blue gingham maxi dress with pointed mules. Now, these go together so incredibly well with the belt that just cinches in the waist a little bit, and then, of course, topping it with statement earrings and then a bag to match the shoes. It is giving effortlessly chic, and I'm here for it entirely. A very strong option and contender coming in at number one, but let me take you over to option number two. Over here, we're adding just a touch of color, a light blue midi dress with red heels, a handbag, but listen, the scarf matches the shoes as well. Some sunglasses because we channeling our inner diva, and it's effortless, elegant. It's just a beautiful finish. They both look incredibly good on the body, so don't let the hangers fool you by just hanging over there. All you have to do is head over to our socials. You'll see me in either one, and then you can vote at Expresso Show using that hashtag Styled by Woolies, and let me know, will it be option one or option two? I don't even want to say I'm leaning towards one of the options, but if you would like to choose option two, I wouldn't be mad. Either one, though, would look absolutely stunning, so let me know what you're feeling today so that I can be dressed in anything but black for the rest of the show. Spring has officially sprung, even though we're a little bit early with it. We're always ahead of the curve thanks to Woolworths.
I can't wait to see what you pick for Carissa this morning, Mzansi. Thank you so much for always being our stylist. However, we also told you that we would be celebrating the incredible women that make our nation so great. And because it's Women's Month, we're celebrating women who are challenging stereotypes, chasing big dreams, and proving that talent has absolutely no limits. Our next guest is doing all of that at just 17 years old. Can you imagine? Chloe Stewart, remember that name? She's made history when she became the youngest female ever to win a Formula V title and the first woman in more than 50 years to claim the championship. My friend, I feel proud, and I'm so excited because between school, training, racing, and restoring classic cars to help her fund her motorsport career, she's showing that passion and hard work can take you a long way. So everyone, let's give her a feel-good welcome, please. It's Chloe Stewart. My gorgeous Chloe, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, and you?
I'm amazing, thank you. Chloe, I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Girl, you are a superwoman and you're only 17 years old. And this is why I have to ask you, when was that moment that it really just sparked for you, where you were like, I need to do this thing and I really love it?
I think the moment sparked for me when I was really young. I was like 18 months old and I was already driving battery-operated cars everywhere, all around the house.
Yes.
I even used to put paper on the floor and use it as drift cars until eventually when I was 7, I finally convinced my dad to take me to the track. And I remember that moment where I first got onto the track. I absolutely loved it. That's when I fell in love. I came off the track with a smile all the way up to my eyes, and that's when I knew this is the thing for me and this is something I want to do for the rest of my life.
Girl, and look at you, you are doing it, okay? Other people were playing with Barbies. You said, no, I've got my remote control car, okay? I love that. And especially because you're doing so well, because I know that, motorsport is a male-dominated, industry and sport. Do you feel like that's still the case even today in 2026? And have you felt the pressure to perform as a woman?
I mean, I haven't really felt the pressure to perform as a woman. I feel like once my helmet is on, then you're a driver.
Ooh.
So it doesn't really matter if you're a male or female. At the end of the day, it's can you win or can you not win?
Love
but
that.
Definitely it is changing. There are so many women that are getting into the sport now. I mean, there's so many organizations. There's a Formula One Academy. Lots of teams are making female motorsport racing teams, like female-only teams. So a lot more females are getting into the sport. So the pressure is a lot less.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I want to do well for myself and prove that a woman can, in fact, beat a male.
I love that. And tell me, is your entire dream just to become a Formula One champion?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Definitely.
As a Formula One fan, I cannot wait for you to do that one day, Chloe. I will be watching, okay? I'll be there at the paddock, okay? All in the name of you winning. But can I ask you, who is the person that you look up to most in that Formula One paddock?
In the Formula One paddock, I've loved Charles Leclerc for
He's
my whole life,
amazing.
but I also love Antonelli.
Yes.
So I love those two.
I love that, and I feel like you're channeling your inner Charles Leclerc right now.
Of course.
But babe, you do this while balancing school, training, along with you also now, revamping classic cars and everything. Talk to us about that. How do you find, all of this time, and what does a week for you look like for Chloe? A day in the life of, or let's do a week in the life of. What would that look like?
So definitely I've got a lot on my plate.
Yes.
So it's quite difficult to find balance sometimes, especially now that I'm getting older. I'm now in grade 11 of high school, so the workload is definitely adding up. There is so much work that I have to do, exams, everything. So now it's starting to clash with everything. Half the time I'm doing homework or studying while I'm at the track. So I practice sometimes, but then I also do a lot of training. So Monday to Friday, definitely I'll be at school in the morning, then in the afternoon I'll be at gym. Half the time, maybe Wednesdays we're practicing, so hopefully we're getting practice. And then on Fridays and Saturdays, most times I'll be racing.
Sure.
And then in between that, I need to try project manage the refurbishing of all the classic cars.
Yes.
So it's a lot of business ventures that we're trying to do, but it's all to help fund my racing career.
Yeah.
So everything revolves around racing, and I make it work.
I love that. Chloe, you are such a superwoman. Like I said, my goodness, you remind me of Lewis Hamilton, because I remember he used to share about how he was at school while also racing, which is exactly what you're doing. But then you, on top of it, have this beautiful business, Classic Cars by Chloe. Talk to me about that. How did that come about? But also, most teenagers are just here being like, okay, let me just focus on exams. You're also now trying to help people make their dreams come true with these classic cars. How are you making it balanced? But also, where did that love for it come from?
So we're trying to make it balanced just because I kind of have to. So school, obviously education is important.
Good girl.
And I want to do tertiary education within motorsport.
Lovely.
So that's what I want to do. I want to study a degree within motorsport at FIA universities.
Wow.
But I love classic cars. I think it's something that a lot of teenagers don't appreciate as much because, it's old and people think, no, the newer cars are better, but I love a classic car.
Beautiful.
And the golden era was so many years ago and it died down.
Yeah.
So definitely by refurbishing and trying to bring the cars back to life and restore them has helped bring the golden era back. And we're trying to bring more attention back into classics to fix everything and hopefully make it weird and wonderful again.
I love that. And Chloe, you're doing such a good job of it. And my babe, I genuinely hope that you continue to shoot for the stars, because the world is your oyster and already you're proving that to so many young girls. So well done.
Thank you.
Thank you, my love. A champion is what she is. And thank you so much to Chloe for sharing her incredible journey and inspiring the next generation of girls who dream of life in the fast lane, baby. You're exactly where you need to be, Mzansi, because I tell you this much. Coming up, we're going to be jumping on into what exactly is happening all across Africa when we talk about the beautiful ways in which we are allowing our young people to just shine. But on top of that, we're getting into a young recipe. It is a creamy basil pesto, basil cottage cheese recipe from TikTok, mind you. So we need to find out, does it work, does it not? That is the question. We're going to jump on into a short break. When we come back, a whole lot more Feeling Good right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Don't go anywhere.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. A statement for the world. More women in STEM,
Come on.
please. This is what we need. Now, thousands of children across Africa are living with heart conditions that can, in fact, be prevented or even treated with the right care. From groundbreaking research to life-changing medicine, Professor Lisa Zulker joins us to share how her work is transforming children's heart health and why it has earned her one of the world's highest honors for women in science. Prof, welcome back and thanks for joining.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Is it too late? Is it a little bit ick if we give you a round of applause? Can we please give the prof a massive round of applause?
Come on.
I know you're not about the accolades, but it's got to feel good when your peers, the network around you that you're trying to inspire with the work that you do validate what you do. So congratulations.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
What's the pressure point here? Because we've got so little time and it feels like you're trying to save the world. And as a parent, I thank you for the work you're doing on behalf of all kids. But for you, what is the greatest challenge you are facing right now?
I think the greatest challenge is early diagnosis and access to care. It's as simple as that. We know that rheumatic heart disease is 100% preventable with antibiotics, but children are not getting it.
We're just missing that
And
gateway.
we know congenital heart disease is diagnosed early, and if we diagnose early enough, we can change the trajectory. And the same thing there. So that's really what we want.
Can I play devil's advocate here? What is the cost to the state, to private healthcare, to the system when we don't get this right?
Yeah. That cost is devastating in terms of rands and cents. I maybe can't quote it for different patients, but what we're talking about is changing something that can be treatable into a lifelong condition that has a major effect on the family, on economic development, on the community, and on a life.
Yeah.
What is the cost of a life?
Exactly, and it's preventable.
That's the most important part. Now, Prof, you speak so passionately about what you do, which I think is beautiful, and you've dedicated your life to it as well. We don't always think about, children with heart disease. Those two don't always go together.
It's a difficult pill to swallow, yeah.
So what made you decide to go in this direction when it came to your life's work?
Look, I've always wanted to be a doctor. Apparently said so when I was very young.
When you were a child.
Apparently before school even.
Wow.
And then as I started thinking about what that meant later on, it really became pediatrics. So I always said I went to medical school to become a pediatrician. I always feel passionate about children and working with them and being able to have some little effect on their lives. And then the first day that I did pediatric cardiology as a registrar, it was complete chaos. I was so busy, loved every
'Cause it's
minute
kids.
of it. And by the end of the day, I went to my boss and I said, can I have a job?
Yeah, this is it. The fulfillment was there. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you for that.
And it's the same journey, but it's different with every child because you've identified very clearly that these are individuals and the families. When you have to go into that bubble with the family, and I have to speak from a parent's perspective, and spending time at, say, Red Cross Children's Hospital, I always gravitate towards the parents. Children seem to have this quiet wisdom about them. The parents, we come with a lot of baggage. How challenging is it for a parent to have to deal with this sort without having that support structure around them?
Yeah, it's devastating, to explain to a parent that their child has a perhaps critical congenital heart disease lesion or has rheumatic heart disease and this is going to affect them for their lives is a very difficult moment for them. But I'm also a parent, and so I know how you need in that time somebody who's supportive, who's compassionate,
practical,
will give you your time, explain exactly what happens. And what we've always said is we'll walk this journey with you as long as it needs to be.
And you've proven that now.
Absolutely.
You've proven that.
Now, Prof, let's talk about, you said prevention obviously is the most important thing, but when it comes to early diagnosis, what difference does it make in, like Ray said, the parents' lives, but also most importantly, the kids' life?
Yes, if we make that diagnosis early enough in terms of rheumatic heart disease, you can avoid the progression to valve disease. In terms of congenital heart disease, you can then offer the management and treatment that is required. This could be just medication, could just be some advice, or it could be surgery. And those can all change that life, actually, and extend it. We know now with congenital heart disease, for example, you can have up to 97% survival.
Wow.
Survive into a long and fulfilling adulthood, but you needed to have made that diagnosis early and put into place the correct prevention and treatment.
Can I ask, what is early?
Early diagnosis can be as early as 20 weeks pregnant, so we can already look at the heart, and with a special anomaly scan can look at all the chambers of the heart. Some children require soon after birth some kind of treatment, others in the first 6 weeks, others a little bit later on. So as early as possible, as soon as we make the diagnosis, we can put a treatment plan into place.
So this says to me there is two kind of awareness battles being fought here. The one, logistically, we need hospitals and those with beds, with resources, with doctors, with the expertise to link up. Clearly, there is a beautiful strategic network that we can delve into. But from the parents' perspective, from an awareness perspective, it almost feels like this needs to be incumbent on parents to say, okay, this is on my checklist. Is the heart okay? What do I need to do to prepare? So when in our parental journey should we start talking about this? As new parents, when we fall pregnant, how does this fit into our journey?
Yeah, I would say there's sort of 4 periods. One is that 20-week scan, so to have an antenatal ultrasound scan and ask about the heart. Then soon after birth, we can do special investigations. Needs a simple pulse oximetry check soon after birth. And remember, we all have that 6-week visit where we go back and we do the first immunizations. That's a great visit to say, can just check the heart again. Is my child growing well?
Right.
And then at perhaps the ages of 5 to 8, again, if there's changes happening, a child that used to be energetic and play soccer and do all kinds of things, now getting tired, short of breath, that is not normal. So if there's a change there in that early childhood, that's another opportunity as well.
Coming from a mom and a professor.
Come on.
Is there anyone better qualified? Prof, thank you so much, and congratulations once again. Congratulations. We're going to continue this chat in just a moment.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, welcome back as we continue such an incredibly important conversation with Professor Lisa Zulker, whose work is changing the children of today, their lives in fact, but her impact reaches far beyond medicine. Her journey is also inspiring a new generation of African women to believe that they belong at the very highest levels of global science. And Prof, we have to talk about this moment for you, because I want to know who the first person was that you called. What was the setting when you find out that you've received one of the world's highest honors for women in science? That is incredible. So paint me a picture. What happened?
Well, they phoned me from Paris to tell me, and then they told me that I couldn't tell anyone.
The worst.
The worst. But, you know, I was with my family, my husband and my sons at the time. A French telephone number came up on my phone, which my son said, Mom, this is from France. And then I went into a side room and they told me, and then I came back and they looked at my face and said, what happened?
What happened?
So, but I did have to keep it a secret, but the first person I told was my husband.
Beautiful. And what did that moment mean for you? I mean, was it the validation that you needed? Was it just a nod to say you're on the right path?
So all of that, but also really gave me a thought about my parents, my grandparents who believed in the power of education, even though they were not afforded that education themselves. Of course, the teams that I've worked with, I'm very blessed to have worked with wonderful people over the years, the Children's Heart Disease Research Unit, and then, of course, the patients and the families. Many faces went through my mind.
Oh, my goodness. And there you are giving your speech. Oh, my goodness. It makes me emotional to actually witness that as well, because it's beautiful to see more women in STEM, more women of color in STEM as well, doing the change and making the change day to day. So as an African woman in science, have you ever felt like you had to work harder to earn your space?
So we always feel like that, don't we? I mean, my discipline is largely a male-dominated discipline.
100%.
Perhaps a little bit less so today than it was when I started. But you always feel that you have to work harder. You have to be there for longer. You have to do more. You have to balance all of that with the rest of your life as well. And many women feel that the only way to do that is to be stronger, harder, tougher than the men that they work with. I've tried also to instill in people the idea that you can be your authentic self. You can be kind and you can be compassionate. You don't have to just be tough, but you do have to work very hard.
Of course. I think that goes without saying. You've been working incredibly hard. So talk about the impact of both this award and what it means for women in science going forward and also for your career.
So I hope for women in science going forward, it can show them that different parts of science can be acknowledged, can be seen, can be validated. A lot of my science has to do with preclinical work, clinical and community, but actually is relating that to social justice and why that's so important. And to see this being validated also puts that element into it as well. Hopefully it can inspire women to go into science and to thrive in science.
Well, I can tell you this much. There are young girls sitting at home right now feeling what you probably felt is, I want to be a doctor before you reach school to realize that I can too do exactly this. So this morning we have put a question out to our viewers. Considering it is Women's Month, of course, I've got to ask you as well. If we handed you a sticky note with a pen, a marker, and you had to write down a life lesson on a sticky note to pass on, what would you say on there?
I would say dream big, plan, pray, and pass it on.
Oh my gosh, do you hear that? Dream big, plan, pray, and then pass it on. That is absolutely beautiful. I've got to ask you also about what your journey says to other young South Africans out there. You said you have sons, and I'm sure that they're so inspired, but you know what it's like being a young woman, being a young South African woman. So they are watching right now. They will watch in future on YouTube, for example. I mean, what are you passing on?
Yeah, I think I'm passing on the fact that you can use your abilities, your education for service. You can use it to make a difference, even just for one patient, but perhaps in a larger scale now as well. And that is really what we're here to do, is we are here to make an impact, to advance knowledge, and all of that can be used to improve society.
Absolutely. You are so inspirational, Prof. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We wish you all the best and more awards as you go on forward. I know you don't do it for that, but it is always nice to fill a cabinet, isn't it? We appreciate you, and thank you so much for the service that you do to help the next generation of people coming up. All right, we're going to wrap this up really quickly as we head into the kitchen, because some cooking is being made. In fact, I think this might be award-winning cooking, as we have an award winner with us right now.
Congrats again to the prof. This is the kind of network building we are here for, but what a message to send. Congratulations. I know you're not about the accolades, but this is absolutely amazing for the whole medical fraternity here. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I will be your able crash test dummy, I think, again, for another TikTok trend. It's giving cottage cheese yet another makeover, and I like cottage cheese. This time, it is blended with parmesan, basil, spinach, lemon, and garlic. Sounds familiar, right? To create a vibrant pasta sauce that looks somewhere between pesto and Alfredo and apparently tastes absolutely amazing. Clever part is that there is no cream in sight. But can cottage cheese really deliver that smooth, luxurious finish? Today we will find out, tackling this viral recipe. We had mixed success, my friend.
We did.
Or I did, eating the... Did you try one of last week's
tried
TikTok
one of them,
trend
and I think it was also a hot mess. I have a feeling
yes.
that this is going to be a 10 out of 10.
I want it. I'm willing it. So the real danger for me here would be cooking the cheese and that splitting, right? So what we're going to do...
cottage cheese, yeah.
You know, but we use cheese in cooking all the time. It's got beautiful properties, great flavor profile, and this has got a creamy texture.
Yeah.
So the only heating we really need to do here is of the pasta, okay? So I'm going to get you to heat the pasta on a gentle heat.
Okay.
Maybe just, we've kept our pasta water, as we always do. Nonna has taught us. You keep the pasta water. It's going to help things emulsify, thicken. So you can put that in the pan on a low heat with about maybe a third of our pasta water.
I got you. I like this pasta, hey?
Beautiful. And you think of all those edges, those little ridges that are just going to soak it all up. And this is a saucy sauce, so you want to be able to have that surface area. And I reckon just enough to get it, yeah, that's perfect. A nice low heat.
Not sticking to the bottom, yeah.
Because that's going to be the heat that gets the sauce going. Because we don't really need to cook the sauce. We're just creating a vibrant, beautiful pesto, which I suppose I need to get on. Okay, so we've got our spinach. Okay, we've got baby
spinach pesto.
We've got baby spinach. We've got a bit of fresh basil as well. And
I love
basil pesto pasta is amazing. I don't know if we need all of it, but I'm using all of it.
But you know spinach. It'll just, well, I guess we're not cooking it.
Yeah, when you cook spinach, you use a 1 to 100 ratio, okay? That's just the way that it is. But we know spinach and baby spinach, I prefer the flavor profile of baby spinach.
Same, it's like it's packed in.
And it's so healthy and you get great iron and wow, this is going to be a beautiful and dense sauce. I feel like we should just give this give it a bit of a mix to start, and then we'll add our other components.
See, he says it's like a real cook, a real chef.
You can do it.
Look at that color.
Wow, that is vibrant and green. And we're going to just keep adding. If you can just give me a little bit of a spoon there, and we're going to add some more. And it's just going to be amazing. So now we're going to add olive oil. Olive oil in any kind of sauce, absolutely amazing. We've got the lemon, so there's a bit of zing to balance it out. We've got our lemon rind going in there as well. 2 cloves of garlic. Why? Because we're blending, so why bother chopping? I think that is great. A pinch of salt.
Yes, please.
Maybe 2. What are we missing here?
Parmigiano.
Our cheese. Wahaha.
Oh my gosh. You can bathe me in this sauce. It looks delicious.
It's probably really good for your skin as well. And it looks absolutely amazing. There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Look at it. Oh! Okay.
Oh, we are doing so good right now.
I know, and look at that vibrant green.
And the cottage
how does that pop? And then, of course, the hero of the hour.
And cottage cheese has lots of protein in it too.
It's protein.
So don't ask about the chicken or the steak, okay? We've got it going here.
And apparently if you mix it with like egg, like yogurt as well with egg, you get all sorts of wonderful properties, but it tastes like cooked cheese is basically what it comes out like. So I'm hoping this is going to have a slightly different... That is beautiful. And I suppose it is like a basil pesto pasta, but you're just making it ring fine. What's our pasta there?
Thank you for the reminder.
That's looking great, though. Calm down.
Thankfully, our pasta was al dente, so it's not getting soggy or anything.
Yeah, and I'm starting to get that right now, the al dente, and why it's important, because there is going to be residual heat in cooking once you're in the sauce and everything's blending. So I think let's put the pasta back in the bowl. We'll mix it in the sauce, and then we can dish it up in our beautiful little green efforts here. Wow. She is so aggressive in the kitchen. I like it. It's like,
that was really really
it's
heavy.
like cooking with a warrior princess who's ready to
I'm glad
just
you put
dominate.
princess in there too.
Yeah, no, we got it. Sorry, there was a little bit of cheese left over, but how beautiful does that
Wow.
look? Mix that through.
Oh, that color.
Wow, I'm not
Look
going
at
to overdo
that.
it. Whoops, sorry. We're going to cover each other in bright green sauce, and it's okay. You
I
will
don't
know who
mind
the
it.
chef was.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Graham.
The flavor is insane. Okay, so do
Okay.
your magical curl thing, if you can.
The pressure.
That
Curl one.
is beautiful.
That's a serving for a healthy
And
serving.
albeit, it normally takes me, it takes an hour to cook anything for me. But that looks beautiful.
Or just face it that way.
This pasta is next level. Please, can someone tell us what make of pasta this is? Because it
I
is
want it.
just special. And this is a Gruber.
Gruber.
It's a funky cheese. Okay,
Oh, the cheese.
Yeah, no, and with this, you know, your parmesans, which can be very expensive, your imported Italian cheeses, we've got great South African versions. So ask in store, they will tell you. And we finish it off with some pine nuts because it's absolutely
Toasted pine nuts like that
toasted.
as well.
And if
All
you
right,
want to create
G-Man.
this, you can look at TikTok or you can scan the QR code
Let's get
on
our
your screen
paddles
right
ready
now.
too. I
Okay,
already
wow.
know.
Okay, so we're not even going to give ourselves time to mess around. Okay. Wow.
Three. With a green face. 2, 1. Dum dum dum.
What's that? How much?
Immediate success.
Just a little bit more
Little bit
salt.
salt.
Absolutely beautiful.
Fantastic.
Wow.
That was more than I expected it to be.
I have a feeling you're not going to be buying your pesto anymore because
That's
if that's how
right.
easy it is to create it, absolutely amazing.
Wow.
And if you wanted to load it up with a protein, go for it. But this on its own as a cheapy meal, absolutely beautiful. And then you can add expensive cheese if you want.
Why not? Meat-free Mondays or Tuesdays have never looked better. We'll see you after the break.
That's really good.
One more successful bite.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties, as we continue to celebrate the incredible woman in our lives and certainly around us. And we want you to do that in your own space today and just provide that support. So we needed a little bit of support for you or from you guys this morning to help Carissa choose between 2 stunning Woolworths dresses. And the results are finally in. So let's find out what you have to say and also take a look at what these gorgeous options look like. And you can see absolutely beautiful modality change as we embrace spring. Option 1, I have a feeling bit more playful. It's got the right kind of energy, and she is very much in that season at the moment, just exploding with love and joy and happiness. Option 2 brings a slightly different edge, slightly more finished. I love both looks on her, and I think she loved both of them herself. But of course, you guys are the most important judges here, and we love the fact that we can start embracing a new fashion capsule and start thinking about the weather changing. And you might have noticed that as we do this, the temperatures literally start to rise during the weather report. So let's see how you guys are feeling about option 1 and option 2. Both beautiful, but Gwyneth Jansen says, good morning, Expresso Morning Show. Our mama-to-be looks good in anything. Thank you for pointing that out. Today, I'm choosing option 2. This is the baby bump choice, and also because I love burgundy. And against that baby blue, a pop of burgundy, absolutely get it, Gwyneth. Beautiful choice. Dwayne Claassen, good morning to you, OG. I'm voting for option 2 with vigor. The light blue midi dress with the red heels is fresh, elegant, and perfectly captures the joy and confidence that spring brings. And also the phase of her own journey, I think it's also reflected there. It's a look that truly stands out. Hashtag styled by Woolies. I like that. I think we call them the Dorothy slippers, the little red shoes. Roma Governdan saying, good morning, Expresso family. Thank you for the great show. Thank you, Roma. Our gorgeous Carissa will look stunning in option 2. I think you know she will look gorgeous. Well, the people have spoken, and now we get to see the results. You get to click your little heels together 3 times, and she just appears. Ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. The question is, sunglasses indoors, yes or no?
You can own it, girl.
You can own it. You can do it. It is giving Dorothy. It's giving Wizard
Cute,
of Oz.
man.
I love the little accessories also with the scarf and the hair. Baby bump is baby bumping. And I just feel really good.
I like it. I like the fact that you're embracing the bump in the way that you are. Super, super cute. The accessories, the little pop of color. It is also screaming that spring is here, or at least just around the corner, and I'm okay.
Best part, it's got pockets. You don't understand the joy that reaches women when we find out that our dresses have pockets. Because it's so anti-woman to not have pockets in outfits.
Yeah, it's useful, man.
It's so useful,
the most
it's so practical.
utilitarian fashion thing that ever happened. I love it. I love the contrast between the red and the baby blues, and I think that's going to be a beautiful color pop this season. The burgundy as well, really good. You guys, you got good choices,
taste.
man. Really, really, really good taste this morning. Thank you so much. How do you feel in this phase of the pregnancy journey? Because you seem to be embracing it, not hiding from it, which is beautiful, man.
When I go outside of Expresso, the bump is out.
Oh, yeah, it's there.
The bump is so there. And people are like, oh, I said, yeah, I got a little baby in here. It is very cute, and I'm enjoying it. I'm 7 months, which means 2 months away.
Wow, man.
And I'm just feeling really good, thankfully. We thank the Lord and all the pregnancy gods.
100%. But you're owning the journey, and we love that for you. And you guys are a pod. Did you see that? They called you our Carissa, hey?
Our Carissa.
So, Baba, I'm afraid you're going to be shared across the nation because we love you so much. Now, I think 2 great options there, getting us inspired about the change in season. But this is beautiful, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. From brunch dates to those special occasions that might just pop up, the right dress can make you just feel anything that you need to and take you just about anywhere. So invest in that piece right now. Shop these gorgeous new arrivals at Woolworths, in-store, online, or on the amazing app. And you can hit our socials if you want to see them on our Carissa and our little Bubba as well. Sorry, no, it's done. Beautiful, man.
Well, thank you so much, Nzansi, on this Tuesday for helping me pick the perfect look to deliver your 7 o'clock news. Let's get straight into your national news headlines with the Department of Fisheries and the Environment that's investigating the cause of a mass sardine die-off. And that's along the Western Cape coast after thousands of dead or dying fish washed ashore between Saldanha Bay and Gansbaai. Now, large numbers were also spotted floating near Hout Bay. Samples collected over the weekend are being analysed, while scientific observers have been deployed to assess the scale of the incident. Although a harmful algal bloom had been detected in one area, authorities say it is too early to link it to the fish's deaths. In other local news, Cape Town Mayor Jordan Hill-Lewis has formally declared an intergovernmental dispute with Acting Police Minister Feroz Kachalia, and that's over the devolution of policing powers. Now, announcing the move in Bishop Lavis yesterday, Hill Lewis said repeated engagements with successive police ministers have failed to deliver meaningful progress. He argues Metro Police need investigative powers to help tackle violent crime more effectively. Now, the mayor says the recently tabled South African Police Service Amendment Bill does not include the legislative changes needed to give Metropolitan Police those powers. Taking a look further afield now at your international news making headlines. We start with Iran that has dismissed claims by United States President Donald Trump that fresh negotiations between the two countries were due to begin. Now, Tehran says no talks are underway and no meetings have been scheduled, contradicting Trump's remarks aboard Air Force One. Now, an Iranian foreign ministry spokesperson says the only current discussions involve Oman on the management of the Strait of Hormuz. Trump later insisted Iran had requested a meeting and said further talks were planned, while again warning of possible military action. Meanwhile, back to news on the continent, Uganda has unveiled a statue of Yonatan Netanyahu, the late oldest brother of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who was the only Israeli soldier killed during the Entebbe, or at least Entebbe, hostage rescue mission 50 years ago. Now, the monument stands outside the former airport terminal, where Israeli forces rescued more than 100 hostages after an Air France plane was hijacked and diverted to Uganda. Uganda's army says the memorial honors Yonatan Netanyahu's courage and also reflects the close relationship between the two countries forged in the aftermath of the operation. Now, for your 7 o'clock news, let's close off with Nathan Thomas, that has proved that talent knows no age after being recognized by Guinness World Records as the world's youngest male professor. Now, the Florida engineering lecturer was just 18 years old and 346 days when he joined Miami-Dade College, breaking a record that had stood for more than 3 centuries. Now, at the age of 21, Thomas says age fades into the background once learning begins, with curiosity and hard work taking center stage. Having earned both bachelor's and master's degrees with honors before most people finish school, he says his greatest reward is seeing a difficult concept suddenly make sense for a student. Well, congratulations to him on breaking that record, definitely setting the pace for the rest to come after. It's where we leave your 7 o'clock news. Let's get those sporting highlights now from Graham.
All right, let's kick it off with the African connection and the business end of WAFCON. Morocco and Algeria have progressed to the quarterfinals of the Women's Africa Cup of Nations. Morocco looking very strong, finishing top of Group A after a goalless draw with Senegal yesterday. Then, of course, in the other fixture, Algeria securing second place in the group with a 2-0 win over Kenya. The big one for us tonight, South Africa face Burkina Faso in a must-win fixture, our final Group B encounter, and Banyana needing that victory to progress to the knockout stages. I think it's time for that statement performance. Well, ready to make a statement this weekend. The Premier Soccer League has now confirmed this weekend's MTN8 quarter-final fixtures, and we like the look of it. Reigning champions Orlando Pirates begin their title defence against Durban City FC. Then Mamelodi Sundowns welcome Polokwane City to the Lucas Moripe Stadium, while Kaizer Chiefs, they take on Old Foes Golden Arrows' mouth-watering lineup. Now we can get back into the tennising lane. Someone who is going to be absent for just a little bit longer. The 2021 US Open champion Emma Raducanu has withdrawn from this year's tournament. That was after suffering that stress fracture in her right leg. The Briton also missing Wimbledon because of that same injury. She'll now focus on her recovery before returning to competition. The 2026 US Open begins on the 30th of August, so not a long wait now. Now we can get back onto 2 very fast wheels and back into the Tour as Norway's Sigrid Hauseth won stage 3 of the Tour de France Femme to take the overall race lead. So the Uno X-Mobility rider, looking resplendent in yellow, held off Belgium's 2-time world champion Lotte Kopecky over that grueling 156.5-kilometre stage from Geneva to Poligny. Now, Hauseth leads the general classification by just 2 minutes and 2 seconds, and that's ahead of Mauritius's Kim Lecourt. So we'll watch that space when they're back out on the road, but that's where we leave our sport for now. Let's delve into the traffic.
Well, thank you so much, G-Man. Let's head straight to your roads now. Out in the Mother City first, in Goodwood, where congestion has been reported, and that's on the N7 southbound at the ramp to the N1 inbound at Wingfield Interchange. Now, motorists should expect delays and allow for some extra travel time as foggy conditions are reducing visibility out there. That's where we leave your roads for now, but one more thing just for you. You could get double the rewards when the tire hits the tar.
Every journey should be more rewarding. Simply fill up at Shell, scan your Shell V Plus rewards card and pay using your ABSA Visa card. Enjoy up to 30% real cashback through ABSA Rewards, up to 50 cents per litre instant cashback on fuel through Shell V Plus rewards, and up to 2.5% cashback on qualifying in-store purchases. Every journey is another opportunity to earn. Keep filling up, keep earning with Shell V Plus rewards and ABSA Rewards.
Well, you know we're always plugging you into the good things, so please make sure you make the most of that as we head straight into your weather. Our first stop, of course, is Polokwane with sunny skies that will take over your Tuesday. Now, your temperatures will start from a low of 4 degrees, a bit chilly, but it does rise to a beautiful high of 24. As we look ahead, sunny skies continue to dominate with tomorrow's daytime highs as much as today's, with a cold start of just 5 degrees. That brings us to Klerksdorp, where taking over your skies will be sunny conditions throughout. Your temperatures will range between a cold 2 degrees and a warmer high sitting at 23. As we look into the week, temperatures will peak at 26 degrees on both Thursday and Friday. Tomorrow, though, it sits at 24. Pretoria, your turn now with blue skies and sunshine that will make for a pleasant day on your side. Temperatures range between a minimum of 7 that max, while it's sitting at 23. Now, sunful days are here to stay with daytime highs moving between 23 tomorrow and a high of 25 come Thursday and Friday. Further into Gauteng now, we head to Johannesburg with clear skies and sunshine that are on the cards for you on this Tuesday. Your temperatures will move between 6 and 20. And as we look ahead, sunny skies define your days with daytime highs settling at 21 degrees tomorrow. Mbombela, on your side of town, today's forecast calls for some sunny skies. Let's delve into your temperatures. They'll climb from a low of 8 to a high sitting at 24. Now, the next 2 days sees temperatures remaining much the same under sunny skies, maxing at 27 degrees come midweek and going into Thursday. In the beautiful Bloemfontein, a beautiful sunny day lies ahead for you today. Temperatures will sit between a freezing 1 and a high of 21 degrees. Now, you can expect sunny skies to continue on heading as days progress with pleasantly warm temperatures reaching those mid-20s. Heading straight to the coastline now on the side of Richards Bay, you can expect a sunny day ahead with light northeasterly winds that you'll feel. 16 is your low, 24 will be your high today, as sunny skies take center stage in the upcoming days with cloudy and humid conditions expected from Friday going into the weekend. Well, that brings us over to Durban next with sunny conditions that take over your day today. Looking at your temperatures, they'll move between 13 and a high of 23. Now, sunny skies will define the coming days, while tomorrow's temperatures will range between 14 and 24. Mthatha, on your side of town, sunny or sunshine at least dominates the forecast across your region today. That low, it's sitting at 6 degrees with a high of 26 as to what you can expect. The coming days bring you mostly sunny conditions, turning cloudy by Friday, while daytime highs settle at 27 tomorrow. Uba, on your side, skies will remain sunny for much of your Tuesday. As for your temperatures, they'll move between a chilly 4 degrees and a high sitting at 25. As for tomorrow and Wednesday, it ushers in sun-filled skies with lingering clouds. Those daytime highs peak at 26. Kugompo City, your turn next with sunny skies that will greet you on this Tuesday morning. Your temperatures will start from 12 and then work its way up to 25 degrees today. As the day does progress, those sunny skies will turn partly cloudy, with temperatures holding up steady but remaining in those lower 20s. And then out in Ebeja, your week kicks off under mostly sunny skies. Temperatures, well, they'll start at 11 and then work its way up to a nice warm 28 degrees. Now, tomorrow you'll look up to sunny skies that will turn cloudy as the day progresses, with temperatures moving between 12 and 26. Gorgeous George, good morning to you. Partly cloudy skies will define your side of town today. Your temperatures will range between a cool 13 and a high sitting at 27. Now, partly cloudy skies will take over your week with rain forecasts averaging around 41% for the week. And then out in Cape Town, Mother's City, morning clouds will give way to sun-filled afternoon. Your temperatures will range between a cool 11 and a high of just 19 degrees. Now, cloudy skies persist into the coming days with a 25% chance of rain tomorrow, and that increases to a 95% chance by Thursday. All right, Sutherland, let's see what's happening on your side. Your region can look forward to partly cloudy skies today. Now, your temperatures, they'll range from a cold 5 degrees to a daytime high that sits at 19. Now, tomorrow ushers in sunny skies with temperatures between 2 and 19 degrees before the weather settles in colder. And then Kimberley, your turn. Skies are set to remain sunny throughout your day. Bit of a cold start, though, of 4 degrees that warms up to 23. Sunny skies will stick around with daytime highs sitting at 26 degrees tomorrow. That will climb to 27 by Thursday. And our final stop, you already know, Uppington is where we're at. Your Tuesday will be filled with long sunny spells. Chilly start of 6 degrees warms up to 26 as the day progresses. Now, the days ahead remain bright and sunny with dry conditions dominating the forecast. Temperatures will remain on the warming side. That's how we know Uppington to be, and it's so good to see you returning to the OG status. Now, to get into our sunrise view of this hour, we've got to get into Durbs. Jay Shri Muhaniel from Woodhurst out in Durban sent this beautiful sunrise morning view, and it does look like a slice of heaven, doesn't it? With the clouds just rolling its way in, and I'm sure parting ways eventually for that sunshine to come on through. Jay Shri, thank you so much for just honoring your country by sharing what your side of town looks like. And if you too would like to represent your herd, 063-036-9649. That's our WhatsApp line directly in studio. So snap some pictures and send it through for us to indulge and enjoy in. One more coming your way just about 8 o'clock, so make sure that you get sending immediately. For now, though, let's get into the second hour of your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Introducing our greatest hits.
So I can be cheeky and complain about the things that I'm forced to eat on this show, and then days like yesterday happen and you realize it's all utter nonsense because we live like kings here. An Ocean Basket gave us that opportunity yesterday as they continued their 31st birthday celebration, and they are not holding back. They are bringing South Africans the seafood we love, and they know what we love because they've got 3 decades of history there. And we are joining the celebrations with a very exciting giveaway. So if you've been craving some delicious seafood, in fact, a delicious seafood feast, this is your chance to win a 1,000 Rand Ocean Basket voucher to enjoy all of your favorite dishes. And we saw some heavy-hitting specials that give you so much for around 100 Rand, even less, to get this kind of food. Absolutely amazing. For me, it was the cooked sushi options, the crunch, the flavor. Absolutely delicious. But if seafood is your thing, whether it's just fish and chips or the slightly more bougie, they've got everything and they've made it so accessible, but we're going to open that door even wider. If you want to enter and win yourself that 1,000 Rand voucher, just head to the competition post on that's the Expresso social pages, and tell us this. If you're craving seafood right now, what's your favorite meal to order at Ocean Basket? And everybody has their favorite, and it's perfectly fine to order the same thing every time you go. Don't forget to use the hashtag #OBGreatestHits and hashtag Ocean Basket when you enter, please, so we know it's for the competition. And this competition closes on the 10th of August. Not a huge amount of time. We're going to get a lot of entries for this one, so make yours amazing. But you can find all the T's and C's on expressoshow.com. Good luck and enjoy. Happy feasting. Bon appetit. Yeah, it's weird when we don't have a band sound checking in between things.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back as we continue to spotlight not just incredible women in the ecosystems around us, but those ecosystems themselves, the tribe waiting for you right now. In this Women's Month, we are celebrating women who are uplifting each other and proving that incredible things happen when community comes together and we move. The Woolworths X-Tri is an off-road triathlon, a trail event series built around movement, adventure, community, and making outdoor racing feel more accessible. Everybody is welcome. And joining us this morning are Caroline Matsimela and Tlutema from the Matsimela ladies to share how their inspiring community is encouraging more women to step into the world of triathlon with confidence. I'm even nervous saying it. You just sat back there like, okay, this is my tribe, this is my people, we are conquering.
Absolutely.
Where did this begin? Where did your journey first begin?
Mine started in 2022 when I was initially a runner, and then my running wasn't going well. I decided to start swimming. And once I realized I could swim, I joined Matsimela Ladies to start cycling because I wanted to become a triathlete.
Normally it works the other way around, okay? Normally people are like, oh, I'm a brilliant runner. What else can I do? I can become a brilliant swimmer. But I like the fact that you picked yourself up and started moving. Being a part of a community, a movement like this, when you feel that kind of energy, when the women are now connecting and starting to move, what is that energy like?
Sure, that is really, really amazing because that's what brings the sisterhood together. So Matsimela Ladies' background is we started in the middle of COVID in August 2020, so we are 6 years this year. And it started with 2 women just learning how to ride a bike. And now we've got a community of over 200 women, and we are about making the circle bigger. So we want more women to start cycling, and through that program, then they actually become, like they do the triathletes now. So they do the whole series, and Chloe is a champion for that, and she graduated from MLC program.
You know, this is one of the toughest disciplines that athletes are scared of.
Yeah.
And I love moving my body, and it's something that I'm terrified of because it pushes you. Did you need a button to be pushed within you to light this, or was this always in you? Because this is quite a mountain to climb physically, and you're sitting there like this, it was always meant to be.
Look, it's something you develop over time, right? We all start somewhere as a beginner, and the push just comes from you realizing, wait, I can actually do more than I'm currently doing. I mean, when I started swimming, I didn't think that it was going to work out. It was just a new skill. I wasn't floating at that time. So when I started swimming and I moved from a small pool to a big pool, I realized, wait, this is actually possible. Then now I can just go and cycle, and then it all works out.
And just go and do this and win races and just be awesome in that sense. Have you found that you've changed? Because often we look for the big solution to the big problems, and mentally, maybe emotionally, we can't do it. Then we move our body, and suddenly everything becomes clearer and things change. Have you changed through this process?
I have. I'm much more resilient than I was before I started this journey. And I'm much more passionate as well about seeing other people get into sports, challenge themselves beyond what they have been thinking is their limitation.
These nonsense boundaries.
Yeah, so right now I'm always looking for the next layer to unravel in my life.
I absolutely love that. Why was this always going to be the journey for you? Because I think that the real hit here for me is that you're making something accessible to people who might think, I'm not fit enough, I'm not strong enough. And those kind of negative messages spill into other areas of their life. But this, you change that narrative. Why is this so important? Why is it your life's mission now?
It's really, really important because it's the whole wellness, you know. So once you experience something physically, it actually changes into your family, into your community, into your work, into your outlook of life. You know, so it's, yes, through sport, you go through that, through the pain. And most of the women that come into our community, they think, oh, but I'm not an athlete, or I don't have the six-pack, or I don't have this, or, you know, so we all have our issues.
Our baggage.
That we judge ourselves with. And with the community, I think that's what makes it work, because you then identify somebody that looks like you, somebody that actually has the same challenges as you, and then you start doing it together because you want it together, and they push you through it as well. So that's very, very important, and we forget that we were once beginners.
Exactly.
All of us. We started somewhere. All those athletes started somewhere.
And not that long ago, with like zero skill set.
Exactly.
It's like, you know, getting to the base of the mountain and going, I wonder if I can climb. Let's find out. And climbing the mountain. But that's how you learn. That's how you grow.
And the most important thing is just to start. I think if there's one message that I would like to share with everybody, just start. Start where you are. Start with what you have. Just start.
Sometimes we need the motivation of the tribe around us, and I've been lucky enough to take on some pretty grueling events here in this neck of the woods, which is beautiful, but it's the people. Someone running out with a boiled potato when you really need it. There is community ready and waiting. What advice would you have, or maybe push would you have for that person that is sitting on the fence, thinking, it's not for me, I don't have the six-pack, I'm not fit enough, I can't swim? What advice do you have for them?
Find your tribe, show up.
Just do it.
Just do it. I think we overthink a lot of things that could go wrong. I mean, if you're trying to swim and you don't know how to swim, you're thinking, I'm going to drown. If you're learning how to cycle, you're worried about falling because you don't have balance. But, I mean, we have the sisterhood that carries you, that walks the journey with you. And that's what's special about the triathlon environment that we're in, because we are taking that values around teamwork, fun, sisterhood, and bring it all together to support one another to achieve our goals.
And along the way, you might just become the fittest version of yourself.
Absolutely.
How do people connect? How do we find the tribe?
So we are on our website, Matimela Ladies Clinic, but we will also be at Prime View on the 6th of September, Woolworths X Tri, and we're taking the whole entire tribe, over 20 women. Ooh. And the beautiful thing is you can do it solo, you can do it in a team, you can do it in a relay, and we just there to say anybody can actually participate. If you are good at one discipline, you can still do it. Find your sisterhood, find somebody.
And we'll meet you there.
We will meet you there. So show up, even if you don't know, or you maybe you injured, or whatever the case might be there, show up and support. Be that person who gives another one a potato. Be that one with the vuvuzela and just cheering them on. So that's how we make the circle bigger, and that's how you get inspired.
And just think of the message this is sending young girls coming through their own physical journey, and just how tough life is in this country for a young girl to have their tribe, to have these tools, to have the resilience is amazing. You're incredible. Well done. You're amazing. Well done. Thank you for creating this incredible movement. And movement is at the key. So bless you. I have a feeling the tribe is going to get a lot bigger. If you want to find out more, www.xtri.co.za is where you can find out a whole lot more information and find your tribe in a supportive and safe environment, so you can take these steps for yourself. This is your chance to enjoy the outdoors on a whole different level with the people that you love. Let the kids tag along, send them that message, and enter yourself, your team. You can step in just for one leg. You can do the whole thing. Your whole team can take it on. Everyone is welcome, no matter what athletic ability you have. And I stress that. Challenge yourself at the upcoming WWX Tri, and it's taking place at Prime View Adventure and Leisure in Olifantsfontein. That's in the Midrand area on the 6th of September this year. So not a huge amount of time, but you got this. www.xtri.co.za is where you'll find out all of the information that you need. Go and enter and find your next adventure and your tribe. Clue, Caroline, thank you so much. We absolutely adore you. Well done.
See you there.
And the branding's also pretty hot as well. Maybe you get one of these when you join the tribe. We'll see you now.
Oh man, I love it. I love when we get to just do things that allow us to spend time with the people that we love. But do you know who we should really love? Ourselves. Because my friend, some moments in the day deserve a pause. They deserve something that, just allow us just to pull back a bit. And maybe it's the morning coffee before the emails start rolling in. Maybe it's an afternoon catch up with a colleague, or that 5 quiet minutes to yourself before jumping into the next task. I know sometimes I needed 100%, but that's exactly what Omar Rusk's Time to Dip is all about. Finding joy in those everyday moments that help us to slow down, reconnect, and reset, my friend. And this morning, I've got a little bit of a question for you, and I've got a question for Cape Town, because, we need to kind of understand what are those moments that kind of instantly tell us, it's time to take a break. Because if you don't know or you don't understand what they are, then you don't know that it's time to take a break. It could be the coffee machine calling your name, and you need a bit of caffeine. Maybe it's your stomach rumbling, or simply needing a breather because things are just so hectic. So I know for me, when do I know I need to dip out? When do I know I simply need a little bit of a break? My friend, it is when I start feeling tired in the day, because then I know I haven't taken a moment to maybe have a bit of something that's gonna just lift me up a bit, or I haven't taken a moment just to kind of let myself get a little bit of energy here and there. So that is when I know I need a bit of a break, when I start to feel tired. Cape Teasy, Foshizi, I need you to jump in on my time with Omar Rusks, where we're dipping out together, my friends. When are those moments that really just let you know that, I need to take a bit of a breather? What is it that tells you that, my lovelies?
Oh, Joe Sizzle, let me tell you this much, Zanele. Thank you for sharing that, by the way, because I can completely agree. For me, it's when I get irritable, when I'm just like, everybody in the room, just keep quiet. Everybody's being too loud right now. And then I realize I need to actually probably have a snack and take a breather and take a break. And that's exactly when Omar Rusk comes in clutch. I have a cup of tea if it's later in the day, if it's early morning. A cup of coffee, of course, says hello to me. And then I do one of these. Like I dip it 7 times, and then I make sure that I get through at least 3 rusts, just to make sure that I feel better and I'm a better human to those around me. Sometimes you simply just do need a breather, so don't even rush through your break. Make sure that you take a moment and put the kettle on, grab an Omar Rusk, and make that moment absolutely count. Plus, the best part is, Mzansi, don't forget that you could win your office a share of 150,000 individually wrapped Omar Rusks. All you have to do is head to this website. It is omar.co.za. Nominate your office, complete the entry form, confirm your email, and that's it. You are in. T's and C's, of course, do apply. Don't forget to take a moment for yourself today to dip and relax.
Officially unavailable for meeting activities. I'm on a break. Andre! I'm on a break!
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show in this beautiful month as we celebrate Women's Month. In fact, this August, the Artscapes Women's Humanity Festival marks 70 years since the historic 1956 Women's March, using the arts to spark conversation around things like gender and identity and also social justice. Now, yesterday we had Marlene on the couch also talking about this, and now we delve a little bit deeper. One of the featured productions is Bottleneck Breekbek, and joining us to tell us just a bit more about it, we have Deanda Toy Albertse, as well as that's author of Bottleneck Breekbek, and director Basil Apollos, as well as Rian. We've got Rian here too. How could we ever forget, looking fabulous as ever? Let's give them a feel good welcome, everybody. Rian, my apologies. Welcome and thank you for joining us as well. To all of you, this is incredible. And yesterday, as we were talking about all of the festival program, I was like, there's so much to enjoy. There are so many jumping off points that we can really get into. But let's get into this production. Bottleneck Breekbek, already enticing in the title in and of itself. One of the productions that are going to be at the Women's Humanity Festival. So I don't know who I can throw this to. Tell us more about what it's about, what inspired it, maybe to the author and director.
Yes, I'll take that one. We're so fortunate Marlene really saw the spirit of the story. It was published in 2022, and it's a story about a trans girl called Dora from Carolisberg in the Northern Cape. Oh, and the Plaas Meisie gets a bit lost in the city, but that's also where she finds chosen family and sisterhood, where she meets the character that Rian portrays, Washila. And one night during the lockdown of COVID, a tragic incident forces the two of them to go back to their hometowns, Kaimandi and Carolisberg, to go on a rite of passage to womanhood, and also confront the ghosts of our past. Sure. An important part of the story is to also break our stories free from stigmas, break our stories free from stereotypes, and show the depths, especially in the language that we do. It's the first trans novel in Afrikaans. Sure. It's also the first novel showing so many variants. So we're doing Gael, we're doing Kaaps, we're doing Namakwalands, and we're doing it with depth and with darkness and a bit of sass as well.
I love that.
So yes,
I mean,
we're very
I see you nodding away there. You're like, yes. Tell me more about you channeling your character and how that comes together in such a deep story.
You know, I was very privileged. Thank you so much, Teresa. I was very privileged to be asked by Diane to collaborate with her and to journey with her on this. And when I read the book, I really felt that she encapsulated like all of us. And it's like, it's through the eyes and the mouth of a trans, and maybe you're queer, but also talking about humanity. Yeah. The issues, the stories, anyone can resonate with it. And I think what she spoke about is also the variance of the depth, how it goes. It's like a roller coaster going up and down. You don't know in the next moment where you find yourself. Yeah. But you also, she also highlights a big part of the COVID and how that actually made us extremely anxious, and the anxiety and how we just wanted to get out, but also how we've been challenged. It also asked us to sit still. And then when we sit still, we realize that, okay, this is what is happening at the moment, because now we're dealing with police, we're dealing with this, and it's violent, but it's also about let's make a stand against this GBV.
Absolutely.
Please.
Very important work that you're unpacking, but Rian, like you said, at the heart of it, it's about humanity.
Yeah.
So let's talk about how you managed to carry that across being the director. Basil, what was your role in this, and how did you manage to take it from the thought to the book to the stage for all of us to enjoy?
It almost happened by default. I started off being just a consultant.
Okay, I see.
And I looked at the draft of the book and I said, Diane, your story for me is about this, and how you are unpacking it, especially in the novel. So it's finding the heart of the story, which is for me really about people actually coming out as trans, but most not in society, but to your family.
Sure.
And to your people at home and how they accept it. And that for me is at the heart of the story. And then Diane wrote me a love letter saying, I'm so thankful for this, and please can you direct this story? You know.
And your response was?
And I said yes.
Immediately, yes. No. Also that. I also love that the theme for this year, which Marlene spoke about yesterday, the festival, is a place for all. And she really impactfully spoke about the fact that it's about inclusivity. It's about every kind of woman. It's about coming together in the name of inclusion and empathy and also social change, which is what all of us want to see in the world, right? And the art is a perfect way to channel all of that. So would you say that the play plays into this as well?
Definitely. A big theme of Bottleneck Breekbek is belonging and home.
Beautiful.
Not just finding the belonging in our families, but also in ourselves, in our community, going back to our roots. And I think that also stems from womanhood. We take care of our families, we take care of others, we are nurturers, but also we are very strong in ourselves. One of the sub-themes of the Women's and Humanity Festival is Vrouwen in Actie, Women in Action. And that's a big part for us that's so exciting, to show stories that are still, it's so prevalent around us, Carissa, but it's still not being shown enough on stages, on screens, and to show we are here and we're giving some action.
Come on, and representation matters. We all know exactly. We all know this for sure. Okay, so who is this play for? Who's sitting down? Who's watching it?
It's really for everyone.
It's for everyone.
I think as the director, you know, for me to bring out the stories or to represent two characters is really to evoke some participation. And by that I mean the audience come to the story with their own stories. And if I can manage to evoke a memory in you, whether it's a story that happened to your family, whether a story to your neighbor that you know, and you bring that in, and I make you think about that, then we have participated.
You've done your job.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Thank you so much for joining us here this morning. Rian, Diane, Basil, it's been a pleasure. And we know that the festival's currently running, so please get your tickets ASAP. If you would like to experience the goodness of Bottleneck Breekbek and the many other inspiring productions on offer, go ahead and visit Artscape Women's Humanity Festival for this year. It's already running from the 30th of July to the 22nd of August at the Artscape Theatre in Cape Town. Tickets just start from 100 Rand. Some of them are for free, so go ahead and get your tickets at Web Tickets. And do not miss this incredible celebration of powerful storytelling, of representation and creativity with, of course, our voice in the arts. Once again, thank you so much for joining. Let's give them a feel-good welcome, everybody. We'll see you after the break.
awesome, Zanzi. It genuinely is. And Sana, we are so excited that you're in the building. Kumnand Banani. And thank you for trusting us with your morning, because we always want to put a smile on that beautiful face as you go on into your day. Now, we do that by bringing you only the creme de la creme, particularly when it comes to music, because our next guest is a singer, songwriter, and true sonic storyteller. Lucille Slade has captivated audiences with her incredible vocal range and genre-blending sound, and her talent has now earned her a well-deserved nomination, darling, at the 32nd Annual South African Music Awards. She's been recognized for her outstanding EP, Resurfaced, and Lucille joins us this morning to chat about the nomination, her music journey, and what this exciting milestone means for her career. Everyone, let's give her a feel-good welcome, please. Our nominee, how are you, babe?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, babe, you need to tell us, because we want to come to that moment with you.
Yeah.
How did you find out that you were nominated in the Best R&B Soul Album category? And what was your first reaction?
So a student actually came in. I was at work and someone's like, they come in and they're saying, oh, congratulations, by the way. I'm like, congratulations on what?
What?
I said, listen, do you need something from me? What's happening? And then they were like, no, congratulations on your summer nomination. And I said, I said, no, this person's lying.
Yeah.
So I went onto my phone, checked, and I was like, wait, he's not lying.
Yay.
So that's how I found out on like a random Monday, and I was quiet the whole day.
Really? Why were you quiet? Were you taking it in?
I was so shocked. I was like, looking at my colleagues, I'm like,
me?
I'm nominated for
I'm the summer nominee.
So yeah, I was just shocked and quiet, I guess.
Yes, but that's beautiful, babe. Has it now sunk in?
No, actually.
Okay.
I'm like, let's see on the day.
Okay.
Let's see on the day.
I like that. When you collect it.
Amen.
Exactly. But babe, I mean, as an independent artist, it's incredible that you've been nominated, because that's a really difficult thing to do and a very brave thing to do.
Yeah.
But what does this recognition mean to you, to now be recognized by the South African Music Awards, the Grammys of South Africa?
Right? I think it just reminded me that the decisions I made were good decisions. Like when I wanted to make this project, I didn't know where it would go. I just knew that I wanted to make this project.
Yeah.
So the decision I made, clearly there was something within me that was like, keep going.
Yeah.
And I think that I need to continue to listen to that voice, number one.
Amen.
But also doing it independently, no management, managing myself, finding team members like PR, etc. It just means that I know how to actually facilitate the structure around me.
Yeah.
So that made me proud, and it was like reaffirmation.
Girl, I just got goosebumps. Like, just like you, the fact that you manage yourself.
Yeah.
As a fellow entertainer, I'm just like my sister. How on earth do you even begin to do that? Like, you're a powerhouse.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I don't want to lie, but it's like the best growing pains you'll ever have.
Sure.
Because when you have managers or you have labels attached to you, people tend to do the work for you, and sometimes you don't know what type of work goes into that.
Yeah.
So you doing it yourself, you're gonna know the next time I actually want a manager, this is what I'm looking for. The next time I want a label deal, this is what I'd like those terms to be.
Yeah.
You know, you're able to actually cultivate from a point of knowledge versus just a point of wanting to be in front of the camera or just creating the music.
Sure, babe. Well, you've done so incredibly well, and you can be so proud, because, you know, I definitely know from a moment like this, it almost shifts your mindset and kind of changes the momentum when it comes to you making music.
Yeah.
How has it done so for you in terms of the summer nomination?
Ooh, I just feel like everything's possible. I don't want to lie. Like in my mind, I'm just thinking about, okay, which other awards are coming up?
Grammys.
Okay, literally, I'm like, Grammys, BETs, okay.
Come on.
Therefore, we're going to make a full-length project and not a short project. Therefore, I'm looking at different types of visuals. And I'm like, live artistry, what does that look like for me?
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of pushing, you know, the envelope for myself.
Yeah.
Because really, it's about the goals that I set for myself. It's not even about anybody clapping for me. It's really just about me going, okay, I had this idea. I was able to bring it to fruition.
Yeah.
That for me is great.
I love that. And also, I mean, when we talk about you and your sound, are you somebody who's like, you want to move, you know, into different kinds of sounds at some point?
Absolutely. I think like the next project isn't going to sound so R&B.
Yeah.
I think I'm interested in world music at this point. So even if there are R&B influences, great. But I do love the South African sounds. I do love Afrobeat. You know, these are things that I'm interested in, you know, putting into my music. So nothing will ever be linear when it comes to me. So don't expect the thing that I did the last time. Forget it. It's over. Go back to that thing if you like it. And then join me on the journey for the next thing.
Oh, come on. And speaking of journeys, my babe, you all started somewhere, which was in Kimberley, right? You wrote a love letter to Kimberley with one of your tracks.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that. You know, what was it about that upbringing and even just those memories that made you want to pour into this specific song.
Yeah.
You know, can you think of one where you were like, it gave birth to this specific song?
You know what? It was actually other people speaking so highly and fondly of where they came from.
Oh, wow.
Like, I'd always hear people from Durban speaking about, like, Durban. And I'm like,
KZN.
these people love where they're from.
Yes, Eastern
and
Cape.
Right? And I felt like I didn't hear enough people speaking about Kimberley. And I knew so many.
Yeah.
Like, I have a best friend who's, like, an incredible designer. And he just takes on the world. And I know artists from Kimberley. But we're not always at the forefront. So I felt like it was important to put this in song.
Yes.
So that even if you don't know about me, when you hear the song, you're like, oh, DY? Oh my goodness, maybe I should go there. Visit some people, get to know some people from Kimberley. So it was important for me to tell the world about where I'm from because everyone seems so proud. So why don't I have that same pride?
Come on, DY is the diamonds
As a
that
beef and
you go and
donkey.
find in Kimberley. Thank you very much. It's the why people go.
It's the way people go to Kimberley.
Exactly, my baby, exactly. But my love, you know, following the success of Resurfaced, you know, it was really just all about you now saying, like you said, you're looking at so many different things in the future. Is there anything you can tell us about now, like an exclusive on Expresso?
We've definitely got a music video coming out.
Ooh, love that.
Literally the weekend of the summers, DY music video will be out. So I'm excited.
That's
It's gonna
beautiful.
be good. It's going to look great.
Yes.
So we get to attach a visual to the song so that
Lovely.
people feel like there is something that, you know, that represents what DY feels like and looks like.
And of course, it's shot in Kimberley.
It actually was.
Okay,
We had a
okay.
little snag, but there are some people from Kimberley in the music video that you might recognize. So
As long as Kimberley is represented.
that was the way that I could do it. So
Amen.
you'll see broadcasters, designers
Wow.
in there. Boipelo Moeketsi, Tebe Makubu.
I love Boipelo.
Right. So you'll
Beautiful.
see great faces that represent how excellent people from Kimberley really are.
Come on. Well, babes, you've got it made. You are the diamond from Kimberley.
Thank you.
And we appreciate you. And we can't wait to see you shine on the summer stage. But can you please grace us here on the Expresso stage first?
I got you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Mzansi, do not go anywhere because this queen right here, an absolute powerhouse representing DY, Lucille Slade. Ladies and gentlemen, she is about to give you a little bit of love and make sure that you 100% get a smile on that beautiful face when we give you a taste of Resurfaced. And my friend, you get to hear exactly why she's in the running for the best R&B soul album this year at the South African Music Awards. We wish her all of the best of luck at Sun City. But don't forget to watch the Summers live from the Sun City Super Bowl on the 15th of August. It's going to be big. It's going to be great. It's going to be amazing, especially when we're honoring amazing artists such as this queen, Lucille Slade. For now, while she goes and does a bit of a sound check, I want to check in on my Cape Teasy Foshizi family, my Mother City family. Are you good?
Well, that remains to be seen, my beautiful friend, because we are about to put another viral trend to the test. Forget cold leaves and a simple vinaigrette. This viral salad starts with warm jasmine rice, toasted until fragrant, then cooked with ginger and coconut milk. Golden tofu, yes, crisp cabbage, some herbs, even cashews, and we're going to turn it into a full meal with a beautiful, punchy ponzu dressing. It's going to bring the citrus and the sweetness and a whole lot of funk. This looks like spring in a bowl. It looks super healthy, and it's meat-free, and it makes a noise when you cook it, and it looks quite exciting. Okay, look at the end result here. It's kind of like a bowl that we get to mix. My kind of salad. I love salads. I was blessed with that.
But people think they don't like salads because they don't make it right.
And they don't get the funk,
They don't get the
umami.
funk, the layers, the flavors, the tofu.
The tofu. Now, here's some plus points with tofu. It cooks kind of like a halloumi, but you've got to get the firm kind, okay?
You do have to get extra firm.
We call it silky.
Silken, extra firm tofu.
Okay, so you get the silken, which is on the more kind of softer side.
On
so
the
you want to
inside,
make sure that you get the firm must be there in the label so it can stand up to the frying.
That's right.
And then you've got to eyeball it. Just watch. But what Chef Jay did brilliantly, he marinated it in the ponzu.
And ponzu just smells so good. It's like a mixture of everything Asian related.
It feels like a bit of an oyster sauce
Yeah,
there.
oyster soy sauce.
There's a funkiness
The
and
sweetness.
umaminess to it. It's funky. I think that's the best way to describe it. It's
I like
just a whole lot of
that.
funkiness, but it's
Okay.
going to merge beautifully with the citrus and other flavors.
Our rice is going beyond crisp.
Okay,
so I'm
so
gonna
I
turn
think
this
that's
off for a
perfect. But
second.
remember, you're going to add now a little bit of our coconut milk.
Just a dash.
I know you're not about the dashes, but
I tried.
I think this is great to have a bit of an ombre from kind of crunchy, crispy bits to the more unctuous, juicy,
We do love
kind
texture.
of coconut-laden bits. And it's going to absorb a little bit of that. And all we've done here is we've literally taken our less than a day old rice. So if you've got something from the day before, great, or something you've used today, don't keep cooked rice too long. It's just not healthy.
I've heard about that. Although reheated rice is also good for the glycemic count.
It does drop it. Like freezing things and then eating them with a lot of fruit, for instance, does a similar sort of thing. But this is striking me as a good, well-balanced meal from an energy perspective. Are you just...
That got a little bit crispy.
When we said char, we like a bit of char. Okay, I think that's fine. What do you think, my friend?
I love tofu. I had some yesterday, and you know what? It looked like this.
Did it? Okay. Follow suit, girl. Follow suit. Have you turned it off, is what I'm asking. Yes, yeah, no, that residual heat is fine. Okay, so now we need to make the funk.
Oh, the funk. Okay.
And it looks beautiful in this gorgeous little bowl as well.
Anything looks good in
This is part
here.
of the theatre of it all, okay? And we love the flavors, we love the smell.
Yeah.
A bit of heat going in there.
Bit of spice.
I probably would have used like a bird's eye chili for a clean heat. I just love that.
Clean heat. That's the name of a band.
Oh, it is,
That's
eh?
good, hey?
Clean heat.
Clean heat.
What kind of music? Death metal?
Yes,
yes. I thought we could, because Zoe's on it yesterday, she's proven that she can sing in any lane.
Anything.
And I was going to suggest a bit of a death metal hook yesterday, because I think she could do it, man. Just
Let's start with country.
Longer spikes on the shoulder pads. We are ready for it. That is smelling absolutely
The ginger and the garlic.
amazing.
Oh.
And you'll be amazed when you lean into the Asian flavor profiles, you can start playing with fresh things to create your sauces. So just a little bit of maybe a ponzu or an oyster sauce or a sweet soy with a bit of ginger and a bit of chili is a whole sauce. And it's amazing. Use it as a marinade, compile, mix it together. Okay, so we're going to take 2 minutes to put this all together beautifully. So we need our crispy and unctuous rice.
Heavy.
Can I come to you?
Yeah, you come to me.
There we go.
Okay.
Please, sir.
Wait, I still need... Okay, you
some
dish.
more?
I'm going to hold the...
Oh, you're just giving us scoop angle. Oh, okay, we're just going all in. Wow. Hey. Jeez, and it's not like you're not lifting weights all day, girl. Hey?
No, listen. One of the pregnancy symptoms nobody told me about, my wrists have given up on me.
Oh, I thought you were going to say superhuman strength. Okay, that looks beautiful. Thank you.
They
Well
don't
done.
work anymore.
Thank you for putting yourself through that. Okay. So I'm just trying to follow suit here.
Okay.
And
Bit of rice.
Bit of rice. I like that. Okay, do you want to
Bit
help
of
me compile?
coleslaw.
I'm going to do... And coleslaw is great.
I'll leave the coriander.
Oh, thank you
Or is
for
it
that.
parsley? Let me see.
You can do it. I can just avoid it.
Okay, I'll put it here on the side for me.
Because I am aware that like 99.9%
We
of
love it,
people
don't we?
love coriander, especially in Cape Town.
love
Okay, it's kind of like a homegrown...
It's cultural.
It is, and I understand
Salty
that.
peanuts.
Oh, and I like this. This is kind of like the more budget-friendly version of... Nothing wrong with salted peanuts. You don't have to get them
let's
almonds.
hold off, because let's put the tofu on first.
Okay. Yeah, this does kind of feel decorative, hey?
Yeah.
Whoosha. I'm going to grab that. Ooh, it does have a little bit of bounce to it.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Can I just eat this
They probably
piece of
will
tofu?
bounce. I think you should.
Do you mind?
So Graham was hating on tofu a little bit, but I think you're going to change your
I've always
mind.
felt I'm going to dip it in a little bit of this.
Yeah.
You know what? It's always felt a little, meh. You know, it's just like, what is it even? Okay.
I don't know. I think it's soybeans or something. It's a bit crispy.
What I like is it really has taken on the funkiness of the marinade.
Oh, yeah?
Very, very nice. That looks beautiful.
And then a little bit of
And a little bit
razzle
of colour.
dazzle. Ta-da! Now we got to taste it. Okay,
Okay.
scan that QR code if you would like to cook with us and let us know what you think.
Okay.
Okay, a bit of everything.
Yeah, definitely.
No TV bites over here.
I've got as much of the crispy. The rice came out beautifully. Well done. Okay. I'm feeling this is going to be a really hot piece of tofu. There is always a saying, we wait for the wheels to come off in the kitchen. For some reason, that's become how we describe how we cook in this kitchen. Was at the moment. Wow.
That surprised me. What will it be? 3, 2, 1. Ta-da!
Well
Today,
done.
2 out of 2.
Yeah, the internet has fixed itself. Thank you so much. The viral trends today, absolutely amazing. Scan the QR code, cook along, and please share the results with us.
Wow.
We want to see just how beautiful. Definitely going in for another one.
That was a 10 out of 10. Okay, scan that QR code, cook along with us. We've now made 2 delicious meals. Green pasta that Dr. Seuss would be proud of.
100%.
And delicious tofu.
And the peanuts, make it.
We'll see you after the break.
Yum.
Only you can make
It is indeed your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and welcome back. You've made it to just a minute after 8 o'clock. Let me update you on your national news headlines, where more than 29 million South Africans are now registered to vote for the Electoral Commission's final voter registration weekend. Now, the IEC says about 1.7 million people either visited registration stations or use its online platform. Since the 2024 general elections, more than 2.1 million new voters have been added to the roll, despite the removal of nearly 884,000 names, mainly because of deaths. Eligible voters who have not yet registered are urged to do so online before Friday's election proclamation. In other national news, the Department of Fisheries and the Environment is investigating the cause of a mass sardine die-off along the Western Cape Coast after thousands of dead or dying washed ashore between Saldanha Bay and Gansbaai. Now, large numbers were also spotted floating near Hout Bay. Samples collected over the weekend are being analysed, while scientific observers have been deployed to assess the scale of the incident. Although a harmful algae bloom has been detected in one area, authorities say it's too early to link it to the fish's deaths. Internationally speaking now, Morocco has officially named a major highway after United States President Donald Trump. And that's according to a letter from King Mohammed VI published by the country's state news agency. Now, the route, formerly known as the Tinzet Dakhla Highway, runs into the disputed territory of Western Sahara. The king says the move recognizes Trump's decision during his first term to acknowledge Morocco's sovereignty over the territory. Now, the recognition formed part of a 2020 agreement under which Morocco normalized diplomatic relations with Israel. In other news, Iran has dismissed claims by United States President Donald Trump that fresh negotiations between the two countries were due to begin. Now, Tehran says no talks are underway and no meetings have been scheduled, contradicting Trump's remarks aboard Air Force One. Now, an Iranian foreign ministry spokesperson says the only current discussions involve Oman on the management of the Strait of Hormuz. Trump later insisted Iran had requested a meeting and said further talks were planned, while again warning of possible military action. Let's switch gears and close off with this story, bringing it back to Mzansi, with South Africa's brightest young spellers that have returned from Shanghai with plenty to celebrate after finishing fourth at the inaugural World Spelling Bees Championship. Now, the team ranked behind only the United States, China and India, making South Africa the highest placed African nation in the competition. The impressive result had been hailed as a triumph for literacy, education, and the potential of young South Africans. Now, learners say the experience strengthened both their confidence, but also their pride in representing this country. The Department of Basic Education believes the achievement proves that with talent, dedication, and support, South African learners can compete with and inspire the best in the world. Well, we certainly are inspired. As your Feel Good Breakfast Show, it seems the kids are all right. That's where we leave your 8 o'clock news. Let's get those final sporting bits from Graham.
Thank you so much, my friend. Let's start with the African connection and get back into WAFCON. Morocco and Algeria have delivered. They progressed to the quarterfinals of the Women's African Cup of Nations. So Morocco looked strong, finishing top of Group A with their goalless draw with Senegal. They progressed, and then, of course, Algeria securing second place in the group with an impressive 2-0 victory over Kenya. The big one for us, South Africa, Banyana taking on Burkina Faso in their final Group B encounter tonight at 10 o'clock. Banyana needing that victory to reach the knockout stages. And, of course, you can catch the action across the SABC platforms and SABC Plus. Now, let's stay in the footballing lane, and a mouth-watering fixture list on the cards. The Premier Soccer League has confirmed this weekend's MTN 8 quarter-final fixtures. So we got the reigning champions, Orlando Pirates, beginning their title defence up against Durban City FC. Then Mamelodi Sundowns, they welcome Polokwane City to the Lucas Maripa Stadium, while Kaizer Chiefs, they take on their old foes, Golden Arrows. Brilliant matchups to kickstart the next season's silverware. Now we can get back into the tennis lane, and unfortunately another absentee. 2021 US Open champion Emma Raducanu has had to withdraw from this year's tournament after suffering a stress fracture in her right leg. Now, of course, we knew this. The Briton also missing Wimbledon because of that same injury, and she'll now have to focus on her recovery before returning to competition. So a sad exit for her, but the 2026 US Open begins officially on the 30th of August, and there is a new generation of stars in both the men's and women's side of the draw looking to put their hands up. So this is going to be one to watch. Likewise, as we get back into the tour a little further afield, Norway's Sigrid Holset won stage 7 of the Tour de France Femme to take the overall race lead. Looking resplendent in yellow, the Uno X Mobility rider held off Belgium's two-time world champion Lotte Kopecky over that grueling 156.5 kilometre stage that took us from Geneva to Poligny. And Holset now leads that general classification by 2 minutes and 2 seconds. And that's ahead of Mauritius's Kim Lecourt. Watch that space. I have a feeling this is going to be a very competitive tour, but that's where we leave our sport for this morning. Congratulations once again to the South African Spelling Bees. Absolutely brilliant message to send about education right now. But right now, let's educate you on how to get to work. Let's get into the traffic. All right, so the weather has been a little bit crazy down south. We start in Somerset West in Cape Town, where traffic is being affected. Congestion is building on the N2 outbound at Victoria Road. You can see in the screen the lack of visibility. This is expected as foggy conditions reduce visibility, and it is really hectic in spaces. Motorists urged to switch on your fog lights if you have. Use your caution lights if you need them, but most importantly, slow down a little bit and allow for some extra travel time. Don't take any chances and look after each other out there. Right, let's get into the weather. Paula Kwane, good morning to you. You've got sunny skies taking over your beautiful Tuesday today. Just how beautiful? Well, you start at 4 degrees, but rise to a high of 24 for your Tuesday. And as we look ahead, sunny conditions are going to continue to dominate the week, with tomorrow's daytime high as much as today, with a cold start, albeit at 5 degrees. But look at that weather to see us through the rest of the week. Beautiful. Klerksdorp, you're taken over by sunny skies today. In fact, for the whole day, it's looking good. Temperatures starting at a cold 2, but rising to 23 degrees. And looking into the week, temperatures peaking at 26 degrees on Thursday and Friday before we head into the weekend. Tomorrow sitting at 24 as your high. Pretoria, our next stop. Good morning to you. Look up, blue skies and sunshine is what you're going to be seeing today. A very pleasant day ahead. 7 is your minimum and 23 your max for your Tuesday. And then sunful days are going to continue to stick around. Daytime highs moving between 23 degrees tomorrow and then a high of 25 come Thursday and Friday. Jersey, our next stop, and you've got clear skies and sunshine on the cards for you today, thankfully. Temperatures ranging between a brisk 6 degrees to set at 20 as a result. And as we look ahead, sunny skies are going to define the days coming to us this week, with daytime highs settling at around 21 degrees tomorrow, that low of 7 degrees. Ombombela, good morning to you. Today's forecast calls for some sunny skies above and a balmy temperature range that takes us from 8 degrees to a high of 24. And then the next 2 days, we're going to see the temperatures remaining much the same under sunny skies, maxing out at 27, spectacularly so, before heading into the weekend. Excuse me. Bloemfontein, our next stop, a beautiful sunny day lying ahead for you. The temperatures do reflect that, at least in their climb, starting at a freezing 1 degrees, but making it up to 21 as your daytime high. And then expect sunny skies to continue as we head into the next few days, progressing with pleasantly warm temperatures reaching those mid-20s throughout. Richards Bay, our next stop on the coastline, and you can expect a sunny day ahead, albeit with a light northeasterly wind as well. Temperatures ranging between a nice moderate 16 and a high of 24 degrees. And then sunny skies are going to take center stage in the coming days. Cloudy and humid conditions, in fact, expected from Friday as we move into the weekend. Durbs, you are looking and feeling great today. Sunny conditions are going to take over the forecast. Temperatures moving from a chilly 13 to set at a beautiful 23 degrees. You know that feels like summer in Durbs. Sunny skies are going to then define the coming days. Tomorrow's temps ranging between a low of 14 and a balmy 24 before climbing to 28 on a Klein Vrydag. I'm Tata. Good morning to you. Sunshine's going to dominate the forecast across your region today, and the temperature is certainly reflecting that. That nippy 6 degrees we've probably left behind us already as we rise to a high of 26. Then we've got sunny conditions, turning cloudy by Friday. Your daytime high settling at 27 degrees before that brief dip before the weekend. Mkuba, skies are going to remain sunny for much of your day today, and you can see it in the temperatures. Cold 4 degrees, we move swiftly on from to reach a high of 25 today. And then tomorrow we've got sun-filled skies, some lingering clouds though. Daytime highs peaking at 26 degrees, albeit with that chilly start at around 6. Kugompo City, sunny skies are going to greet you this Tuesday morning and embrace it. Nice moderate temperature range from 12 to a balmy 25. And as the day or the days progress through the week, sunny skies are going to turn a little bit more cloudy. Temperatures holding steady though in the low to mid 20s. Rebecca, your week kicks off under mostly sunny skies. Temperatures start at a low of 11, rising to a beautiful 28 degrees for our Tuesday. And then tomorrow you can look up to sunny skies again, albeit they will turn cloudy as the day progresses, with temperatures moving between 12 and 26 degrees before chilling out before the weekend. Gorgeous George, you've got a little bit of cloud cover above you today. It's going to define most of your day as we drift between 13 and a very nice 27-degree high. Partly cloudy skies are going to take over the week, though, with the forecast averaging around 41% for rain when we average it all out. Cape Town, you've got morning clouds giving way to sun-filled afternoon, and that morning fog still sticking around. 11 and 19 our temperature range for today. And as the cloudy skies persist over the coming days, it's going to bring a bit more rain, 25% chance of rain tomorrow, and then that ramps up dramatically by Thursday, 95% chance in fact. Southerlies, I think, is the term we've coined. Southern your region can look forward to partly cloudy skies today. The temperatures reflecting that, drifting between 5 and 19 degrees. And then tomorrow ushers back the sunny skies. Your temperatures setting at 19 degrees, starting at a chilly 2 degrees. And then we're going to see partly cloudy skies for the rest of the week. Kimberley, your skies are set to remain sunny throughout the day today. So that 4 degrees, hopefully we've left it behind us as we move towards a pleasantly warm 23-degree high. And sunny skies are going to stick around. Thankfully, your daytime high is sitting at 26 degrees tomorrow, and even better by Thursday. Uppies, our final stop in our whistle-stop tour. And for your Tuesday, you're going to be filled with long, sunny spells. We choose that for ourselves. Temperatures beginning at a chilly 6 degrees, but climbing to a beautiful 26 high. And then the days ahead stay in that lane. In fact, they look even better. Bright and sunny conditions, nice and dry as well. Those temperatures sitting in the high 20s. And there you can see the broader weather pattern moving across the land as we will start to see a bit of a shift towards the end of the week. And of course, we love to see how that looks, not just feels in your part of the world. And we started off our morning in Port Elizabeth, where Attila and Glovo shared this beautiful, quite edgy picture, a bit of a Dutch tilt there. We like that. I like the haze around the lights and the sun starting to let us know that the day has begun. Great capture of the moment in time. Beautiful stuff. Then in Woodhurst, down in Durban, Jayshree Munalal captured this morning scene. Beautiful, kind of ethereal looking sky, and then we are brought firmly back down to earth. I love that, and I think it shows the kind of changing weather patterns that we're seeing today as well. Great one, Jayshree. Thank you so much for that. And then finally, our sunrise view for this hour comes from Sharon Swartz from Villiersdorp. That's beautiful. You can feel we've stepped out of the hustle and bustle for this one. Absolutely beautiful. Look forward to seeing a few more leaves on those trees as spring starts to let us know that she is around the corner. But we want to really see what it looks like when you wake up. So please share 063-036-9649. As I always say, it's kind of like a proof of life, just so we know you're there and we got you. But right now we do have you with an award-winning artist who is just not slowing down, and you're going to understand why. Take a look.
My friend, you better stay tuned because we are about to be blown away. The heat in Johannesburg, it went all the way up because of Lucille Slade. Everybody, please give it up for her first song of the morning on your Feel Good Breakfast show. It is Rescue Me.
Wait, let me show you something.
Shackles, hidden, chained by the loving we made that night. Ooh, I'm feeling for you, straight craving for you. You got me hooked on you. Give me, give me, give me, give me, give me my fix. Can't stop craving, baby, it's you. Give me, give me, give me, give me, give me my fix. Can't stop craving, baby, it's you.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, good morning to you. If nobody has said so as yet, happy Women's Month. Yes, we are celebrating every kind of woman, and we've figured out a great way to go ahead and do this.
I mean, we're going to be looking at this for the rest of this month, asking you to think creatively from different angles, but just to shine a light. So I love this question. If every woman carried a life lesson on a sticky note, what would yours say? And I love the fact that we get to share this with you, but that you get to go through this exercise and maybe start seeing things within yourself that you might not know or might not have identified yet that you need to feed and give a little bit of strength through.
Yeah.
So I'm dying. Have you been able to typify what your sticky note would be?
Yeah, I'll reiterate what I said this morning, and it's just about not waiting for permission. You just really have to step out there, because I think women are often more docile in terms of their approach to life. I say forget all of that. Be bold, be courageous, be loud, be ugly about it if you have to. Just don't harm anybody in the process.
So I'll add
And
a sticky
own your
note saying
space.
you can always apologize afterwards.
Thank
Just
you.
do it, man.
Do it
Just
first,
do it.
apologize later.
So let's see what y'all had to say. Mark Gavin, I like that, dude, that you weighed in on this conversation, as you always do. In school, you're taught a lesson and then given a test. In life, you're given a test that teaches you a lesson. My sticky note life lesson. Wow,
Thank
that's
you,
a good
Mark
one.
Gavin.
I like it. Put it on a T-shirt, Mark.
Words of wisdom. Another guy, Dwayne Claassen, saying, know your worth, protect your peace, and never let anyone dim your light. The right people will always celebrate who you are.
That is very nice.
I found that to be true.
And yeah, keep the people around you. Rosetta Settler saying, good morning, my Expresso family. Be kind, helpful and grateful. And always smile and greet. You won't know how much it can help the next person.
I agree with that.
I think that's like my spirit animal.
Yeah, lead with kindness always.
Completely, man. And especially with the people around you, man. Just choose to see the best in them and see what a difference it makes in your own life.
That is so true. Well, we're definitely going to get into talking about yet another woman and get into Zanele having this conversation. Sometimes women do ask this question, why doesn't my body work like it used to? And now we're going to find out exactly why.
Oh, it's a very important question. Why doesn't it work like it used to? My friend, it is Women's Month, and throughout August, we're putting women's health in the spotlight. And today we're tackling a question so many women quietly ask themselves. Why doesn't my body work like it used to? Just like Carissa said. And whether it's stubborn weight gain, low energy, disrupted sleep, or simply not feeling like yourself anymore, these changes can begin long before menopause. Well, joining us this morning, just to help us out a little bit, our renowned women's health specialist, Dr. Etty Barsky, and holistic wellness advocate and dietitian Michelle Kronskin, who are here to separate fact from fiction and help us better understand what's happening inside our bodies. And everybody, I'm so excited that they are here because they're going to let us in on a whole lot of knowledge. Everyone, let's give them a feel-good welcome, please. Hello, gorgeous ladies.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, well.
I'm good, thank you. I'm glad that you're well, because that's what matters, right? But we want all of us to be well as South Africans, right, ladies?
Absolutely.
Right? So let's jump right into it, because we hear so many women say, I hit 35 and everything changed. Whether it is them noticing that, during the ages of 30s to their 40s, that maybe they're sleeping less or they're sleeping more or they're too tired to do certain things. Can we ask, is it hormones? Is it the age? What exactly is it that brings about those changes?
So I think it's a little bit of everything.
Okay.
I'm going to separate us from 30 to 40 and then 40 afterwards. Because up until 40, from a physiological perspective, you're kind of still in your prime in a way.
Yeah.
But between 30 and 40, your life is changing so much. You potentially having kids.
Yeah.
You building your career, or if you are staying at home, you are juggling the household. You have to give of yourself to your family, to your job, to your children, to your spouse, to your sibling, to your friends. So there's so many people that you're giving of yourself to. And when do you give to yourself? And I think that is, from my experience, that is, I think, where I see the little stumbling block, is that we forget to give to ourselves.
100%. And I think especially when we've got so many things, like you said, on our plate, right? But then all of these different things are coming at us, where I'm someone who never used to have to exercise, but now all of a sudden I'm seeing weight gain and I'm seeing all of these different things happen to my body. Can we talk about that? Because many women eat well, exercise regularly, and, try to be really their most fit selves, but then they still see that weight gain. Why is that?
So as we approach the age of perimenopause and menopause, we really see this massive hormone shift.
Yes.
So there's a decrease in estrogen. So this already means an increase in our hunger hormone ghrelin and a decrease in our satiety hormone leptin.
Yeah.
So we more hungry, and less satiated after a meal.
Sure.
Also, estrogen supports our feel-good hormone serotonin. So as serotonin drops, we feel even more anxious, more tired, more irritable, which then further drives, cravings for carbohydrate-rich pick-me-ups like crisps and sweets and bread and chocolate. We also then see a drop in progesterone.
Yeah.
So this affects both mood and sleep. So the fall in mood and the disrupted sleep further drives our craving for food.
Yeah.
We then also see a drop in testosterone. So this reduces our lean muscle mass, which means we're burning fewer calories at rest.
Yeah.
And then often in midlife, our cortisol levels tend to rise. This is our main stress hormone. And this further drives abdominal fat storage and food cravings. So there really is, I'm making it sound doom and gloom.
Yeah, I was going to say, we go through so much, that's why I'm crying.
Definitely not. There are absolutely, it's manageable and there are ways to tackle it. But it's just very often expecting the change and understanding it, just helps us not feel like, why is my body broken? There is a hormone shift.
Yes, you were going to say.
Yeah, just to dial us back a little bit, because as much as we're going to talk about perimenopause and menopause and all of those kinds of things, not everything is perimenopause and menopause.
Okay.
And that is why I wanted to differentiate also like our pre-40s and our post-40s.
Yeah.
I think also if we focus a little bit on pre-40 as well, I cannot emphasize the role of sleep in all of this.
Yeah.
Because when you're not sleeping enough, you can be as good as you want to be about your diet, but sleep is so linked to metabolism, to hormones, to our circadian rhythms, that sometimes it's a little bit, you kind of undoing all the good that you're trying to do if you are not sleeping, if you're not hydrating properly as well. So there's so many aspects to weight other than just what you're putting in your mouth. Obviously that's a huge thing with it. But I think as we're learning more, we can see how many other things play a role.
100%.
In our bodies and in our well-being.
You're encouraging me to sleep because I don't sleep. I take I don't. I think I sleep like 3 hours every night here and there. I try to at least. But I did want to ask, does weight training help with, just like our lean muscle mass and everything?
It's our secret weapon.
Really?
Actually, strength training is your secret weapon.
I love that. Okay.
It really, really is.
Amazing. I'm going to continue, my ladies, and I want to jump into something that you did mention, though, which is perimenopause. Some people don't actually know what it is. I think we grew up hearing about menopause and we're like, okay, cool, we'll deal with that in our 60s or whenever it comes.
Exactly.
But then perimenopause came and a lot of us just aren't educated about it. What is it for anyone who doesn't know?
Okay, so I'm actually going to take us right back. I always like to start with the basics when explaining something so that it really does make sense.
Yeah.
So let's even just, in medicine, we use the word menos. So from ancient Greek, it means month, and we use that to relate to anything cyclical, specifically in a woman's life. So when we started our period, it was called menarche, because you start.
Yes.
When your periods are finished, it's menopause, okay? And then anything along the way when there are issues with your cycles, there's dysmenorrhea, which is a painful period.
Yes.
Menorrhagia, when you bleed too much. So that's just to kind of give a little bit of a background.
Yes.
So now, menopause is your final period. We only know that it's your final period 12 months down the line.
Oh, wow.
You don't know that when you have your final cycle that is going to be your final cycle.
Yeah.
Okay? So that 12-month period of nothing, that year after, plus the time in the lead up to your final period, that is called your perimenopause.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Perimenopause doesn't have an official start date. We have various criteria. There's something called the straw criteria, which helps a doctor kind of figure out where you are. But it's usually age-based, and then we look at the frequency of your cycles and things like that. But your perimenopause, strictly speaking, is the time around the last menstrual cycle.
Okay.
And it can be anything from 2 to 9 years in duration.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there because we do have a part 2, my ladies. So we're going to come back to this. And Mzansi, you need to make sure that you stick around because as you can see, we are learning here today. We brought you learned people. We're going to take a short break. Do not go anywhere. When we come back, we got a part 2 of this incredible conversation about what happens as we get older as women, particularly in Women's Month. And then we're also going to be getting into those triple chocolate cookies. It sounds so good, right? And Fatima has got the recipe. Stick around. We'll see you after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, Mzansi. I hope you are feeling good. And if not, you're in the right place. We got a big dose of it, my friend. And before the break, we unpacked why so many women begin noticing changes as they move through their 30s and 40s. But recognizing these changes is only half of the story. Now we're looking at the warning signs women shouldn't ignore and why so many are living with constant fatigue and what practical steps you can take today to support your health through perimenopause and beyond. Now, ladies, I need us to jump right into it because I feel like so many women complain about feeling exhausted over and over again, particularly when it comes to them sleeping enough, but then they still wake up and they're just tired. You know, what is the reason for that?
Oh, Zanelli, there's so many reasons. I think, I must be honest, and I know Michelle also has found the same. I think, first of all, post-COVID, life has become so hectic and so stressful.
Yes.
And also, to the men out there, also, people are stressed out, and stress is exhausting, actually.
It is.
So I think that plays a huge role.
Yes.
And we don't look after ourselves.
Sure.
To be honest, it's something we, as women, it's not something that it's drummed into us. It's we must be the givers. We must look after everybody around us. That is our role. That is our job. And it's, you know, if we're looking at a non-pathological causes for all of these, we'll talk about the more serious stuff in a minute. But I think we are, you know, we're living in busy times.
We are.
And my kids will kill me for this one, but guys, those screens. Faces are in the screens all the time. It's draining.
Yes.
You know? And it's on your mind and it increases your stress. So there's so much that contributes to the stress. And again, you know, as we said, we're giving of ourselves, running around. And whatever it is that fills our day.
100%. You were going to add.
No, so I was just going to say, women are generally raising children, juggling stressful careers, often taking care of aging parents, and there's just nothing left for them at the end of the day.
Sure.
And this impacts on lifestyle. So they don't necessarily eat enough protein, they don't move enough, there's chronic sleep deprivation, like you were saying, there's chronic stress, and this all causes this long-term exhaustion.
100%. But then, ladies, let's get into when you should never just dismiss any symptoms as, I'm just getting older.
Yes.
When do you need to seek medical advice?
Okay. So for me, the two biggies is when you actually cannot function.
Okay.
When you are struggling to get through your normal day-to-day stuff, and either you're just not managing it, you're not managing to it because you just haven't got the energy you need to lie down, then you need to look into it. And the other big one for me is unexplained weight loss.
Sure.
When you have lost weight and you don't know why or how. Yes, it can just be stress, but that is something definitely not to ignore.
Yeah.
And then while you are still getting your periods regularly, if there's anything going on with your cycle, if for whatever reason you're skipping cycles or you're bleeding more than you used to, anything with that is also an indicator for you of something brewing.
Yes. And can I ask, are there any blood tests that, women over the age of 30 can just consider taking to better understand their bodies?
Yes, sure. I'll take that one.
Yes.
Okay, so there are.
Okay.
Without, we always want to walk the tightrope of not feeding health anxieties, but also being responsible. So your basics would be the following. First would be a full blood count. Gives us a nice picture of what's going on with your red and white blood cells. That's kind of the house of everything that's going on in the body. We look at the hemoglobin.
Yes.
So then we can see, is a person anemic or not?
Yeah.
Then the next thing to look at would be your iron stores, because you can actually have low iron but not be anemic.
Okay.
And just by virtue of the fact that we bleed once a month, we lose iron.
Yes.
So that's a big one. Another big one is vitamin D levels. Vitamin D is involved in so much more than just bone health. It's important for your skin and your hair and your immune function as well. So if you want to check something, that's something important to check. And B12 as well. It's not only for energy, your body needs it for good cell production and function, and for your cognitive health.
Ladies, I wish we could talk forever. We just don't have any time. Do you have any parting shots just to our ladies, just in terms of this conversation?
I think just to say, take care of ourselves.
Yes.
We don't need an inner critic, we need an inner coach.
Yes.
Be kind to ourselves and bring joy into our lives every day.
I love that. Well, ladies, thank you for bringing joy to our lives this morning, just allowing us to understand ourselves a bit better. We appreciate you, and please continue doing the good work.
Thank you.
Thank you. Zanti, you see, together we are growing. Now we understand the different things that we kind of just need to be cognizant of, particularly when we reach those ages of 30s and 40s and really just knowing a bit more about our bodies. Right about now, I need you to stick around, because we still need to wrap things up with Lucille Slade. We still need to get into those triple chocolate cookies. There's so much coming up. We're going to take a short break. We'll see you after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Not to kill the mood, but if you've ever spent hours or maybe an entire day in a home affairs queue, you know that the convenience isn't just a luxury. It can make all the difference. We can't be taking days off of our life. Now, a pioneering partnership between ABSA and the Department of Home Affairs is bringing smart ID services directly into communities, making essential documentation more accessible than ever. And this is going to make a massive impact. So Harmony got the good news. He visited the Mall of Tembisa to see how this innovative mobile service is now breaking down those barriers and helping more South Africans take that next vital step into the formal economy. Welcome to the fold. Let's take a look.
For most South Africans, renewing an ID can become a very hectic experience. It can mean traveling far or standing in queues for hours. But thanks to the groundbreaking partnership between ABSA and the Department of Home Affairs, essential identity services are becoming easier to access than ever. Today, we're at the launch of Mzansi's first ever mobile smart ID and passport renewal services, where we get to see how innovation is bringing government services closer to the communities that need it most.
This is a very important milestone in that it brings access to people to be able to have a smart ID to access Home Affairs services in an area where they live in a manner that is convenient and through a branch which is a trusted partner. If you think about a bank, for us, customer service and customer experience is absolutely paramount. If we give a bad service, we will go to a different bank. In government, it's completely different. If you go to a government office and the service is poor, you have no alternative but to sit there the whole day. There are so many people who will go to the same office over and over again without getting any help. We're transforming all of that through this partnership with Home Affairs, effectively making it easy for people to access services and ensuring that at the end of the day, public services are delivered in exactly the same way and the same level of standard as you would access services that are delivered by the private sector.
Minister, firstly, congratulations. This is such an incredible initiative. But looking forward, what is the vision for this partnership and what can South Africans look forward to?
When I came into office, Home Affairs had 214 physical branches where you could get a smart ID. In the last 4.5 months, we've now added 327 additional locations through these bank branches where you can obtain your smart ID. So we've more than doubled access literally within the space of a few months, where you don't fill in any forms, you don't make a booking, you don't stand in a queue, you literally walk in, do your fingerprints and your face, and that unlocks your application, and off you go, and that's the application done in a few minutes. What we're going to be doing going forward, we're going to be adding first-time smart ID applications, so especially for young people, will not have to go and stand in a queue at Home Affairs, can also just walk into their local bank branch. Instead of forcing you to go to a small handful of physical locations that are far away from you potentially, we're bringing it closer to you. We're bringing it to your local bank branch, and indeed, we're going to be actually delivering your smart ID to your very doorstep. The identity card that you get through this process is much more than just a piece of plastic. It's the key that actually unlocks your future. It's how you can open a bank account. It's how you can qualify for social grants. Job applications often require this. These are fundamental things that you are unlocking through obtaining this ID card. But it is also still just the start of South Africans experiencing the power of digital transformation and our reform agenda at Home Affairs.
It's actually quite impressive how simple this whole experience has become. No traveling for long distance or waiting the whole day for services. People can literally have access to the essential services in a trusted banking environment and also close to their own home. This is just a great example of how innovation can have real life differences in people's everyday lives. You were the first one to come register here. What difference did it make registering at an ABSA branch versus registering at a traditional Home Affairs?
The difference was didn't have to spend money for the taxi to go to a branch where normally we used to go and apply at. So it was really a big difference for me. It saved me time and money.
Access changes lives, and by offering essential identity services, ABSA and the Department of Home Affairs are helping South Africans unlock opportunities that begin with something as fundamental as an identity document. So, Mzansi, make sure you visit any of the participating ABSA branches that offer Home Affairs services. And you know what they say? When access improves, opportunities follow.
I love it. Let's open those doors. A fantastic example of innovation making everyday life a little bit easier on a number of fronts. I love that. So details of participating ABSA branches are going to be on your screen right now. You can also follow up yourself, find out where you can connect, and so much easier to be able to enter into the economy now more than ever before. Absolutely love this partnership for you. Go out and make use of tools like this. We'll see you now.
Now, I know no one has told you yet, but I've come with some good news. It is National Cookie Day, Chocolate Chip Cookie Day in particular, and we are celebrating with chocolate chip cookies, of course. So let's get straight into the perfect excuse to, of course, fill your kitchen with irresistible aromas of a freshly baked cookie. Now, whether you love them soft and chewy or perfectly crispy, there's something just undeniably comforting about warm chocolate chip cookies fresh out of the oven. And that's exactly why we brought in Fatima Sayyib here to share her delicious recipe that's super easy for a triple chocolate chip cookie. It's guaranteed to satisfy, apparently. Not
Always.
apparently. Okay, I
Of
nibbled.
course.
I nibbled a little
You
bit.
did.
Confession time. It's so good.
We have less cookies now to show everyone.
Okay, so
But it's
and
okay.
then Jay said that. kidding. Let's get straight into this because clearly Woolworths has made this so easy for us.
So easy.
Tell me more.
Chocolate chip cookies are really easy to make, but I
Yeah.
mean, this makes it even easier. It has
Sure.
everything you need in here. So you actually get your sugar, you get your flour,
Measured
and
out.
your chocolate. Look at that.
On.
So we've obviously done some magic and just beaten some of the sugar and the butter together. And then all that's left to do is add in an egg. I'm going to actually ask you to do that.
I'm
Mix it
definitely gonna- the
together.
whole egg, right?
The whole egg.
Okay.
And then you can just use the whisk. And then we're going to add in our flour and our choc chips.
Wow.
Put it on our tray, bake it, and it's done.
Okay, so you said triple chocolate chip cookie. So where does the other chocolate come from? So it's got its own chocolate.
It does. It has the dark chocolate from Woolies, which is my favorite snack. I actually buy those bags and just like nibble on it.
Nibble on them.
I do. But then I thought let's just make it a little bit more interesting and add some white chocolate and milk chocolate drops.
Ooh, you're speaking my language.
I know.
I do love a chocolate chip cookie. And to me, it's just been an all-time favorite. It's nostalgic, it's classic. But why do you think it resonates so well with people?
Exactly for those reasons, actually. You know, the smell, the crispiness, the chocolate. I think it's something that you make growing up with your mom or your sister. It's just something that everybody can bond over.
It's like your
delicious,
introduction
man.
to a cookie.
Yeah, and even to baking, I think for a lot of people, it's the easiest thing to just throw together. So I'm going to add the flour.
Lovely.
You can actually continue.
Oh, I can continue.
You can continue
Okay.
mixing that together just until it's combined. You're going to see
Got
how
you.
easy this comes together. And then, as I said, they give us some dark chocolate.
Yes.
But we're going to add in a little bit of white chocolate and milk chocolate.
Why not? Because we can.
Triple chocolate. But you can also do caramel chocolate from Woolies.
Okay.
And you can do chuckles.
So we spoke about this off camera and we were like, imagine adding chuckles in the recipe.
I know, right?
At what point would you add all of those things in?
So you can put that off now.
Oh, it's done?
Yeah. So if you're going to do chuckles, I don't know if you'd want to do this as well because it would make it quite sweet.
Ah, sweet. The sweeter the better.
Okay, so you would. Okay, so we're going to add this in, and then this is where you could add your chuckles in. So you crush them up a little
you
bit.
crush them a bit.
Do the coconut one or the normal one, the classic. A slight crush, put them in, fold it together.
Okay.
And then pop them on your tray. But you could also do nuts.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
can you imagine a pistachio, a pecan, an almond?
I know.
And we're not holding back
Everything.
with the chocolate chip,
We are
right?
not. This is about a half a cup, which actually in hindsight might be a little bit too much.
No, never. There's no such thing, Fatima. What do you
So
mean?
we're just gonna leave like 2 tablespoons or so.
Love. Oh, the
in there.
smell coming off of this.
I know, right?
Okay, so this makes you a couple of cookies. So
About
show
12.
us. About
Yeah.
12 cookies. What's the next step?
So it depends on how generous you want to be.
Okay.
We're going to be a little bit generous. So I would say we'd probably get about 6 really nice big ones out.
Ooh.
So you're going to take an ice cream scoop and then just pop it on your tray. Just like that. And if you want a gooier cookie, which I love,
yes,
you're going to underbake this. So you're going to bake it for about 10 to 12 minutes. I don't believe in a crisp cookie.
It's got to have a bit of texture and movement to it.
You need that gooiness. But also, you can actually just make your balls and then put it in the freezer for a bit so it hardens up.
Oh.
So that you bake it from frozen and then it's even more gooey on the inside.
Are you telling me you just cook it like that? You don't have to shape it, nothing?
I mean, we are going to make it a little bit neater. I'm just going to pop it on here. It's a bit of a sticky dough, as you can see.
Wow.
And it's quite easy to actually get that round shape. You could use a knife, you could use some oil on your fingers. But you know what? It's just
I like rustic.
Man.
We use the word rustic all the time.
Exactly.
So how many minutes does this go in? So you said 10 to 12 for a chewy cookie.
10 to 12.
And for those that are on the wrong side of history that want a crispy cookie, 14?
Yeah, 14 to 16.
14 to 16. But keep your eye on it, 100%.
Yeah.
You see me, I want to know if you can put this in the air fryer. But that's okay.
You know what? I think you could on
You
bake.
could probably.
Anything can go in the air fryer.
All right, I'll put these in and then we'll do the ultimate taste to see how good our cookies are.
So these, same as that, we added all the chocolate.
Look at that. And the bottom.
It's
Okay,
so
delicious.
gooey. I need to break it open.
Oh my gosh. Cheers, girls. Happy National Cookie Day.
Yes, let's do it.
Mmm. The perfect mix of like crunch but chewiness.
It's perfect.
Dip this in some milk, some tea, have it on the side with some coffee, or just eat it as a snack. It's the best thing. You can find this very easy recipe, expressoshow.com. A delicious way to celebrate National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. Triple chocolate chip cookies. Absolutely amazing. Fatima, thank you for doing it again. And thank you to
anytime.
Woolies. You can shop it in store online or on the Woolworths app.
So good.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
For the last time this morning, welcome back, Mzansi. It is time for us to be absolutely sung out into the rest of the day. It is DY by the gorgeous Lucille Slay.
It's the boy, see them make a case of a boy, but the boy still let us take care of God, AK, Goku, Ultra, Easting, Super Saiyan 3, rolling words.
Take to the LUX, like your brood, Mr. Cool, coming collective.
The voice of the Northern King. Ladies and gentlemen,
Boys and girls,
kings and queens,
Lavas of Undabas,
Mezavani.
Made up in DY. I came up from DY. Hey, I made up from DY. Ambitious girl, born in the world, diamonds and pearls. I want the world, and I can have it if I want. Try to stop me if you want. I'm from a place, the 053. It cannot be ways, money 053. I wouldn't change the place that I was made from. You get it, that's what made me greater. Kimberly Diamond on her way up. Lucy finally got her way. I came up from DY. I made up in DY. I came up from DY. I made up from DY. I came up from DY. I made up from DY. I came up from DY. Made up from D. It's in the way that we talk. Oh, you could tell it from the way we talk. Oh, it's in the way that we live. We from DY. My city made the greatest, and that's what made me greater. We made it. We own it. Pay the people no reward.
Another feel-good production.